the attack.
Yeah, hurts to land first blow.
Oh gosh,
Never expecting him to have impact in this series. He'll confirm
Jeez,
the first
dude.
pick as Kansan falls.
Oh,
Furia to
man.
respond with the yellow.
This should have been
drop.
auto ban for
Pressure
wildcard.
mounting onto wildcard.
I'm sorry, for
Again,
Furia.
personally, I'm expecting wildcard to be strong in this series. Every
2-0
event
from
since
Wildcard
Reload, it
right
feels
here.
like the doubters are less and less vocal,
This low.
as this team now has expectation to do well on behalf of North America.
A little bit of a slow start at the moment, halfway through this opening round, but finally Kansan will go down. Good start for Furia. Gun barrel spotted through the hatch from Herds.
No, Herd
A
sold.
wealth of
Herd sold.
experience for this Furia roster.
Runs on batteries. I see it.
Has the ping information
What a
as well
sell.
above, but looking for some more gadgets to deal with. Of course, can get the call from the Jugger payload of Box Zero and look to play off that.
What a
As
sell,
Baby
man.
Shark in his sights. A minute remaining in this round. So far, so good for Furia on the attack. A very defender-sided map. Shot though from Baby Shark on a tight angle against Loira. Brings it back to even numbers.
Yeah, Herds has made this box
Nasty
position
shot
very tricky for the
from Baby
defense to
Shark,
play. Yet
yeah.
Furia haven't been able to reap the dividends of that off the back of the yellow drop. They're stalled out courtesy of really good to chunky utility. Adrian has played this well, and the shotgun post from Baby Shark also netting a positive result. 40 seconds now for Furia to get value from this Monty.
Adrian opted to answer the call of the Jugger payload from Boxera at the window. Diaz will beat out Bay, who's been the best performing player at the Esports World Cup up until today. He will die. That gives Furia the advantage heading towards the site. Time though starting to expire. Need to push behind Vault on the Monty. Hertz though with the pistol, and what a play! Furia able to
What
take
happened?
the opening round.
How did everyone else die?
On their attack.
Well, it hasn't taken long. Herds already on his feet. We saw the trash talk between him and Baby Shark before this series resumed. And it was great to see. Respectful from both sides, but
that's a rough way to die right
both
there.
oozing confidence that they can get a result today. Herds laid good pressure early, courtesy of the vert.
Oh, Jacob, you're finally
For a
up.
large portion of that round, about 2.5 minutes, Furia was stalled out massively, courtesy of the Tachanka and the cross up close. But it was Diaz elsewhere to start unlocking things, and then eventually they were able to brute force the push yellow side. So the persistence from Furia does pay off
been doom
in round
scrolling?
one.
Consulate, the least played map of the event so far. We've only seen it 3 times, but it does sit at a 60% defensive win rate.
Oh, well.
CO meeting the site we just saw also sits at that same figure. So it's a really solid start for Furia to begin on the quarterfinal. Of course, a large chunk of fan base sitting pretty close to them. We heard the drums before, cuz I couldn't hear anything, and we're sitting back talking to each other, wondering if Furia themselves would hear anything.
You should probably, Jacob, you should probably stop doom scrolling and genuinely like get up and stuff,
but,
you know?
no, good start. Basement we go now for
Just a
the
thought.
second round. Not a site that has been as common on Consulate since it's come back into the map pool. Very much we see more of CO meeting, Expo Piano. Sits at a 71% defensive win rate, so Furia are going to have their work cut out for them again.
Bay given the visual license here for round number 2. Boss G. He'll be eager to roam around and cause a headache for this attacking squad. Of course, we'll have support with both Volk and Pulse info to be relayed. And he can then play off. Counter info, though, available. The triple lineup here from Furia, very on meta. Solid Snake, Dockerby, Deimos, courtesy of the double shield ban. They're going to lean heavily into that over the course of this first half.
First minute down. Sarah's going to push down Baby Shark towards basement. With control being established for Furia, but there are a lot of defenders still roaming around the map. Nitrocell from Kansas.
That's 2 C4s gone. There's only one more in the pocket, and that's
will then fall to Herds. Furia creeping nicely around Consulate. Kansan will go for the peak, but doesn't hit the shots. Has got some yellow ping intel and knows Furia are starting to surround his position. He will opt to fall back.
He's getting
Certainly with
cleared
the
like
death mark on his head as
crazy.
Loira catches the head of Baby Shark. It's a 2-kill advantage for Furia in the second round.
And Bay hasn't been able to be impactful. The attack not pushing into his position, and whilst he did escort Kansan back towards the objective, P2 now under the pump, and Wildcard at this point of the round will sense that they need to be playmakers. They need to be active. If they play passive, they turtle into this lineup. 2 players down. Surely they can't win it out.
This is not good from Adrian.
It's looking like a rough start for Wildcard, but they needed that kill from Bay. Push, shove, pistol shot, no. Boxero will go again. Second time will do the job, but they did lose Loira. 3 versus 2. But Kenz and Bay both low on health. The good news, neither of them really that known in terms of their positioning, and so Furia will need to search them out.
Yeah, but they do have the Monty to help with the scout effort. Boxero should play frontline here and relay information to Diaz and Herds.
The first impact largely avoided from Boxero. 1 more available for Bay.
Snake is so powerful here.
Some info on the
wait,
pulse as
Snake isn't alive.
Will go for the swing and straight to the doorway.
Yep, DZ1, DZ1. They went down 0-1. Right?
But
Lost the first map, won the next 2.
Furia look very ready for Consulate.
Hella close though.
Bay needs a 1v3, but with the Monty alive,
and a
go
1v3
for the
against the
plant.
Monty.
That's
GG's.
exactly what he's going to do. Herds is over towards yellow, so Bay pushes out into that hallway. Boxer is actually going to push up to Bay, and Herds then from bot yellow gets the kill. This is a fantastic start for Furia.
Really
and
good
once
stuff
again on his feet. Herds in top form is one of the best players to watch, one of the most enjoyable players to watch in Siege, and he's off to a strong start here on Consulate. So much so
look
that
at the arm
the
sleeves.
timeout
Or
from
GG.
Wildcard.
Not doing nothing, correct? Let's use the Echo Yukins and
I
hide
took a
the
tag
Echo in
time
our
out
face,
already.
stay on death right there, okay? And then Yokai first, let's play more, okay? Play more the game, to flank more, let's try to play more. We're just waiting, and like it's not working, right? One thing, let's avoid basement, okay? Spike later, let's go Tellers, let's go piano bomb sides, okay? For later on the match if we need, okay? Don't forget about Tubarão, guys. Tubarão can be something. For the demos especially right there, if you need to run with Tubarão can be. But the main thing for us, playing more the game. Talk a little bit more, calm down a little bit communication, talk about the non-information. You guys know what is happening, right? But not being able to react. Let's try to play more the game, select someone in power, and Shaka round to spawn pick, do spawn pick for us right now. Let's be a little bit aggressive, okay? Let's change the pace a little bit, change the mood, and now's the moment. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go.
So we got to hear from Lagonas there in the tactical timeout for Wildcard. It's not prompt, but it's also valid. To give some extra context and clarity regarding this map, Furia, this roster iteration, has never played it in an official gun. They have banned it 22 times from a possible 25 times. On the flip side, for Wildcard, it's the complete opposite. Banned by them 3, banned against 23 times. We've seen, of course, Wildcard have got a 1-1 record. They lost to FaZe 7-8 3 months ago. And, of course, beat Dark Zero 8-7 a month ago. Of course, that FaZe game was over at the Salt Lake City Major. There's just no data, though, for Furia. This is a workshop map that they're bringing out at the quarterfinal of the Esports World Cup. And to get 2 attacking rounds already, a wonderful start for the Brazilians.
Get 2 attacking rounds, but they get 2 attacking rounds on Wildcard. It's crazy.
I believe it is the first solar eclipse in mainland Europe since 1999, and maybe that's a good omen for Dark Zero, as the boys on the desk alluded to earlier.
And what are the odds that we are here to not witness it? We've got all the way over to Paris, and we're inside. We have to cast. This is much better, though. What can Wildcard do to respond now? 2 rounds down. Again, defender-sided map. Not a great start. Early timeout from Lagonas. I think a mental reset is in order. Hopefully, they can come out the other side for the better.
Yeah, getting savaged pretty hard so far with all the the information gathering potential from Furia. It's really aiding and taking this map control. So we'll see what they elect to go for this time now. Ooh. Only fight elsewhere.
There's another first pick.
That's not good, losing to the Chunker. Baby Shark at least able to get rid of Volts, removes the Jugger payload pressure of the Docker B. Good responsive trade, good activity from Wildcard on the defense.
Good swing from Baby Shark.
You do lose a little bit of that space denial though with the Tachanka. No Shamika launcher available. Can be used, of course, to stop that CO push in through the window. They will have other alternatives, Volt canisters along with the Yokais. It's Baby Shark over towards managers.
Yeah, not the biggest loss with the backup util that the defense does have on offer. How do Furia now pivot into their plan B, or do they commit to the admin side take? Given where that diffuser is being routed, I assume they will go for the commit. Easier said than done, though.
Bro, what?
Herds actually reconsiders. Diffuser was over on that admin side, but now going for a full rotation across, perhaps in response to that Tachanka. now being taken off.
And Loira's just above Herds now. He's been sitting at this CO window for about the last 40 seconds.
Okay.
And it looks as if he will go the Boogie Auto Breacher, send it in, clear some space, and allow Herds to then go in for the plant. Looking for the default, and he'll look to cover. Nice flashbang. That's going to make it harder for Wildcard to push in to deny. Then he gets out and says, Herds, good luck. And Herds will get the plant down. And
wow.
then finds the kill onto the swinging Ganson.
Beautiful IGLing, beautiful. Wow.
Spiker finally gets the kill, but so much work to be done in this round. Furia are on the verge of 3 straight attacking rounds.
Yeah, such a difficult post plant, a player down, but now we're 2 versus 2. What can Spiker do? He sees the repel, but he can't find the angle.
Diaz, though, is still inside of the building towards the hallway,
Diaz
fighting
knows.
Baby Shark. They'll take a stalemate, and as he loses Spiker,
knows.
this now becomes virtually impossible for Baby Shark, barring a mistake or a collapse. It won't happen.
That was a good plant. That was a good plant.
Furia make it 3 straight on the attack of Consulate. This is a statement.
It sure is. A near perfect start for Furia. And I think that that round is really indicative that the cogs are turning in the attacking minds of these players. They didn't commit to the plan A. They considered admin for a large portion of that round, but then courtesy of some of the information they gathered, some of the positioning and the patience that they had, identifying that the console side hit was the play, the execution on that play with 2 players committing to the window. They had Grim for the cross, elsewhere meeting. Really clean work. Very difficult position Wildcard were put in. They didn't get the value from some of the denial potential that they did have. Of course,
That's a crazy shot.
Kansan, he's Yokai's unable to deny the plant. The rest of the team was scattered then, and in the post, Furia certainly favored.
And don't get it twisted, because Wildcard coming into this series were favored. They are the favorites. This Furia team has only been together for 4 months. A very disappointing Salt Lake City, and this Wildcard project has been in full effect for well over a year now. They are respected, many believing maybe even the favoritism tag applied to Wildcard for the entirety of the Esports World Cup. Well, that's under threat right now. Their map pick of Consulate is being torn apart.
Wildcard, of course, already using their tack timeout as well. So they'll now be by themselves for the remainder of this match outside of primarily the halftime break. In terms of the additional bans now brought into play, the Deimos, so Wildcard identifying that some of that info gather is certainly posing problems. They can't deal with the large majority of it, but at least partly. And then on the side of Furia, they elect to take the Warden out of play, probably in response to aiding with some of the util layering and usage, and directly the Glaz here for round 4.
If there is any solos to be taken, though, for Wildcard, it's the fact that something similar was going on against Dark Zero for Weibo, a 7-3 victory in the opening map of Nighthaven Labs earlier. And then TZ, of course, came back 1-7-5, 7-5.
Oh, Nitro.
Nitrocell from Adrian. Yeah, nothing's really working for Wildcard right now on Consulate. It's little set plays, they're not really finding opening kills.
Oh, Adrian got a first base.
Just then,
that's good for them, actually.
Time
that's a snake,
gets
too.
Their first opening kill.
I don't know what Laura was thinking. I think he was trying to hop in.
It was 3 straight for Herds, by the way, up until then. He's 6-1. Adrian goes down. A 7th kill acquired for Herds. He's on his game today. And they're going for the plant inside of Expo from Volv, but denied. Good angle from Bay. Towards Spiral, he denies the plant, gets rid of the Monty, and now puts this kit in a bad spot. Another battle over towards the hallway. He's Nitrocell too. A little damage, but not a lot gained from it. This looks like a reset moment for Furia.
Yeah, certainly is. Difficult now to envision that they'll be able to get back in towards the site and plant that diffuser successfully. I think they'll be eager to try and find a way to isolate picks. Bay technically basement at the moment, and Diaz will go searching. Could lay down a pinch with Herds coming over towards from East Corridor. Find this pinch and maybe the round's back on.
Oh, what a shot from Herds.
Ooh.
Didn't even need the pinch.
He is locked in.
Nasty.
Solid swing from the veteran. And we enter into the final minute of this 4th round. All tied 3v3 is Wildcard desperately seeking their first round here on Consulate.
Kansan goes searching. Is he aware?
Oh, it's a double swing.
Double swing, yeah.
Got one though. Goes prone. Baby Shark gets the trade. Knows there's more though. Down towards Spiral. And Baby Shark collects a critical kill.
Wow. Good round from Wildcard. Good round.
Wildcard are on the board.
And Baby Shark is on his feet. Returning serve. That's got to be a nice feeling for Wildcard. A slow start here on Consulate, especially on defense. Typically, we see the attack have a slow start on this style of map because it is so grind heavy.
Oh, he did swing that.
Wildcard doing a great job in denying that plant. Great effort there from Bay. Had a bit of supporting information as well. Furia then forced into the transition, back up above. It was a wise double swing.
That's what you wanted. You love the trash talk.
From there, it was
well, you know. Well, first of all, obviously, you know the Brazilians. You know they're gonna talk trash.
Still retained vertical presence. Split side.
You know Fury's gonna talk trash, right?
Bay
But
has a 143 EPS
Baby Shark back at home,
today,
of course he's gonna get in on it. You know,
averaging a 2.05 KD. He's been statistically, without
I don't know if they can really
player at the
hear
Esports World
the trash
Cup
talk as much. You know,
this point.
you mean think about it. You got a double headset, double headphones.
As for Furia, it's been Herds ranked 14th overall with 113 EPS, and he's playing like it right now, 8-2-3. As the sun has turned into a nice
The Brazilians want to teach? No. That is honest. They do. They definitely do. Ooh, what is this?
Oh, Baby Shark active front door.
Oh, he's
Keepers.
known, and it's going to be a double. Oh, he catches the timing of Herds. Traded though, imminently.
I thought Herds would have heard that.
But does get rid of the Twitch. No shock drones remaining for the rest of this round. That might be a little reprieve.
AR.
Shockwire batteries are in play.
Is that AR?
They
Bro?
at least have the Thatcher for fallback, so I mean, it probably going to hurt them in terms of the ability to clear some of the default cameras in map.
And it's Herds.
Very surprised. Last major was too. I was genuinely surprised too.
He's been leading the charge.
Rage, I had FaZe beating DZ, but
dynamic now this round.
of course that didn't happen.
In fact, it's the top fraggers from each squad in the grave for the remainder. With their sights set on cams. Volps again, very active early in the objective. We've seen this on a couple of occasions now. Can he start attempting plan?
He can. There's a pulse below, no? Or they're factoring the C4.
Volps will go and continue to try and stick this. First
Oh, he got the C4.
The second one is still available for Bay if he wants it, but he's top floor. He's not below, and the plan may just be successful. That Nitro did nothing for Bay. Another plan goes down for Furia. That's their second already in this half. And now into a post plant, but Spiker immediately goes down from Loira. Volks with the pistol. He won out against Adrian. Down to Bay and Kansan to try and salvage this.
I don't know how Wildcard wins this.
What can they do? Kansan in a pinch. Needs to produce a big effort.
Flashbang went in. Bay got one. Big battle against Loira, pushing down servers, both low on health. Loira's going to go pro.
He is with the
Try and
backup.
clutch up against both, but he too will fall.
You can't pull a shotgun out?
Another round for Fury on the attack.
No, man.
Oh. Another
Hold up,
frustrating
one more screen
round
share
for
so you're
Wildcard.
not
They
behind.
had the tools to identify where that plant was, and initially it kind of worked
There
out.
you
Some
go.
good counterplay on the side of Furia, courtesy of the Thatcher.
You guys well, you're a
Even with
DZ
the
fan.
Solace, the Valkyrie, and
When
the
I learned that it
Pulse,
was SR versus
Wildcard allowing
DZ,
that
it was
plant to go
in
down
a
early in the
finals.
round. And again, as is
Genuinely
typically
insane.
the case in Siege, the post plant for the defense, it's low percentage. It was ultimately quite close, but still low percentage. Fury on the flip side, they're playing the percentage.
You know what's crazy
really
too is that, I
nicely
mean,
here,
Fury's
this is
attacking. It'd be
attack
one
on
thing if they were
Consulate.
defending
This
on
is a
concept,
really
but they're
strong
lucky.
start.
They're attacking, man.
So final round of the half. And for Wildcard, they're
That's
going to have to
crazy.
dig very, very deep. This round feels almost all but required. A second defensive round is absolutely a must.
Fury looking really good.
Fortress,
And
of
I
course, the
don't
next
think
map,
this
but
is
it was
Fury's
chosen
map
by
pick.
Furia.
This is Wildcard's map pick.
But as we
Fury's
know,
is
Fortress as a North American map, guys, they play it quite a lot. 5-2 record for Wildcard. Most importantly, 3 straight wins over for Fun Esports. Then Team Liquid Alienware. Following that, 5 days ago, Team Falcons. As for Furia, though, they have a 7-2 record on the map of Fortress. Wildcard coming into this series as heavy, heavy favorites. Right now, it's Furia that have landed the first blow, and it's a heavy knockout.
It certainly is. This final round of the half. Can't shake the feeling that it's critically important for Wildcard to establish a foundation, as all eyes now to Herds. Sophia below, yellow pings. Can he find either a kill done up through the vert, or maybe even a triple impact? He's looked comfortable in this position previously. a looming threat that Wildcard need to be cautious of.
Almost every single round, the opening kill has been inside of the first minute. These have been some fast-paced consulate rounds. Kansan, well, the Nitro cells haven't really been landing at all as well from Wildcard, and into the shield play of Furia. That's something they needed to have probably improved on.
I think Herds is waiting for a ping or a call from Volps onto the position of Baby Shark. This is precarious for the smoke.
Furia have just been in total command, total control of this half. Feels like Wildcard
really
just
slow
been
right now.
constantly
Not
playing
being too
catch up.
aggressive.
But the slower pace might just benefit them. This is indeed the slowest round we've seen thus far. Herds, of course, looking for that impact trick.
He's looming. Can he land the triple, find the down, and
Tyler,
the opener here for
thank you.
Furia?
Hobbs will step into a razor bloom as we continue to just search with Herds. There's the ping, there's one, and that's Baby Shark dead. A good combination with Volps above and Herds down below. Another opening kill for Furia. They win out the half 4-2 in their favor. Now looking for a plant position. Could have honestly had his gun out at that point, and Herds would have found the kill. Spiker
actually
lurking in
unlucky.
basement, needs to get involved
Loyra's
for
low-key
Wildcard.
looking too.
Yeah, still has 2 razor blooms, could be critical for active denial as Volps continues to
That's
draw
not a
more
headshot.
utility.
Loyra so lucky to be alive on 1 HP. He stays up. Kansan goes down, losing his battle towards bathroom. Bay falls to Loyra. The site is also now very vulnerable.
Spiker's
for
on the flank. There's a
Wildcard.
Twitch cam on the
Adrian,
flank.
the closest to contest it. Spiker finally makes his way up from basement with an impact kill onto Diaz. Volps didn't look comfortable. But Furia
Oh, he died to the
certainly
phone
do in
call.
half.
Wow.
A
5-1-1 for
devastating
Furia.
5-1
Attacking
half
consulate.
to
This
the
is a
Brazilians.
Wildcard's map.
Controlling consulate.
Wow.
Wildcard's map pick is in tatters.
Share a little bit. Just one thing, guys. First of all, about communication, right?
5-15,
Focus a
go
little
back
bit.
and
What
live.
is the plan? What are we gonna do to win the round, right? We're just saying, but nothing is happening. We need to flank a little bit there, or need to do stuff, right? So for attack right there. Talk about the next step, right, Spiker? Like, what are we gonna do right now? How we can solve that problem, right? So focus on that thing, right? We can just accept, like, they're just working us, working
Who the
us,
hell
right?
is
So
this
for
game?
attack right now, bro, don't be shy. If you need to run some fast play to change the mood, don't be shy to do that, too. But for me, main thing is like talk about the next step. That's the only thing, right? They're gonna probably go now smoke them, maybe they're gonna try and rat a little bit more, cheese a little bit more, so be careful. But first talk about communication. We're like just scared to play. Don't be scared to play, no regrets, bro. Now is the moment, right? Play the game right here. Talk about the step. Everyone give ideas on the round, right? If you need Shark, play more lurker, Shark, all right. Shark's playing good, let's use Shark a little bit. His strength, like he's being our strength right here. Use him first, right?
Eles gostam de fazer a play da DM, virando 2 redonda no mid.
Yeah, anyone here know
a gente já sabe disso. É
Portuguese?
só a gente comunicar as mira e fazer o cruzado.
Sim, eu
Eles
vou
gostam
ficar
de
na
fazer
ele também.
play amarela foguetando, que é o conforto deles. A amarela lentinha é um lixo, eu acho que eles não vão querer fazer. Mas a gente tá muito bem de trap. Foca nos cruzados do mapa.
What AR, you know?
Mesmo
You know
que o round
Portuguese?
estiver difícil, guys, é fácil ganhar round de desvantagem nesse mapa. Vamos se
pode
concentrar full nas win con, fechou? Vamos de piano, a gente tem a piano safe, só lembra de fazer o dragão atrasado pros caras não pegar trigger, tá ligado? Faz o reforço amarelo atrasado, dá o sapão
Heard Jaeger.
atrasado.
É, meu,
That's
isso
all
aí
I
eu
heard.
faço.
Exatamente, usar a lâmina amarela também do Dias, bem atrasado. Lembra que eles têm o plant do Souls, que é só a gente manter a posição fixa e dar o win no Vistos. E se eles forem fazer o CMDM,
Oh, so halftime break, but it's a difficult halftime break talk. I think if you're Lagonas and Wildcard down 1-5 going onto the
What's up?
attack of Consulate, you know it's not going to be easy. But we always say Siege is a game of 2 halves.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of this. And you know that, yes, this is a defend-decided map, but if Furia can do it, guys, if they can do it, and they just did it, why can't we? That has to be the thought process in the mind of Wildcard.
Yeah, not only is it a game of 2 halves, but a best of 3 series, it could potentially go the distance. The concern, though, for Wildcard is that this is their map selection. Certainly wouldn't rule them out. Their fortress is pretty strong, and so too their cafe.
Yeah,
It's got to
Wildcard
be
needs
an
to...
unsettling feeling, being significantly outmatched at the moment by
They
their
need to do
opposition.
something, bro.
Furia going in with a very direct game plan, introducing info, playing heavy vert. The util layering was on point, and even when Wildcard tried to aggress a little bit or go for flanks or find tools to deal with the Monty and some of the other tools that were challenging, just not quite landing. Certainly not at a consistent enough rate to find success in that first half.
It's the half, though, that you look at and say, that was Furia. That's not Wildcard, that was Furia. They controlled the pacing, their entries were absolutely amazing. They didn't really do anything wrong for Wildcard, yes, you could probably argue maybe at the start they were a little bit lackadaisical, a little bit on the back foot, but then they tried to switch it up. They tried to go for those opening picks. We saw Adrian, then into Baby Shark, back-to-back opening kills. Ultimately, though, Furia were just far, far better into a tech pause to...
What, did she get her nails done? Like, why is she showing her nails to the camera?
But the takeaway for me is this. We've
Didn't
seen
realize
so
there's a
many
tech
best of threes
pause.
over such a very long period of time in this game. Most important thing to remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. The first map,
What do you mean
yeah,
for
maybe
what?
your
There's tech
map
pause.
pick. It's not impossible to think Wildcard wouldn't have the ability to win Fortress following after this.
You know what a tech pause is, Igor?
But if you're Furia, well, it's all smiles.
Certainly is.
Wait, is that a DNA PC?
It
No,
would appear
it's
that
not
the
a
technical
DNA
pause has
PC.
come
That's not the
to its
PC.
conclusion,
PCs
and so we can
are
jump
like
back
their
in
feet. That's
to
the
second
mixer
half. Kaid,
that they have
Bandit,
for, like, the
Band
headsets.
alongside the Grim, and Deimos. So Wildcard putting all the chips on the table and
Why don't they use like
trying to
IEMs?
make hard bridge
do.
far more feasible.
Every
over the
single
course
one of them
this
has
second
IEMs
half.
on, and
And Furia not wanting to
they have a
contend
headset
with
over
a
the
large
IEMs
portion of
that
the information gathering that was so
is like
devastating
it's putting white noise on.
when used against their opposition back
So
in
they're,
the
like,
first half. So
fully
that does
immersed
though
in the
mean that
game,
Furia will
basically.
potentially need to deal with a little more shield play if Wildcard elect to go that route. And so the strategy and the dynamic here of the second half will probably be a little different to what we saw back in the last 6 rounds.
Well, it's going to go one of two ways. Either this is going to be an attacker-sided consulate, Wildcard bring him back, and this turns into an all-timer, or Fury get the job done in that 7-1, 7-2. It's probably not a lot in between. I mean, you could have maybe a fake comeback, but we'll see what happens. 5-1 lead for Fury as we switch halves. Kaid, Bandit, Grim, and Deimos as the bands, pretty much as you would probably expect. Wildcard are going to have to play with the same vigor and ferocity that we saw from Furia. For the first 5 rounds, the opening kill was in the first minute. They went for plants at the 1 minute mark, 1.5 minute mark.
Sledge shoddy. Okay.
And they weren't
That
wasting
works.
a lot of time, were Furia. The opposite of the 20-second meta, that was kind of what that first half was.
It was almost 20 seconds, but
20
the first 20 seconds.
20 seconds into the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, their pacing was just extraordinary.
Well, speaking of, Spiker with a lurk yellow here, shotgun sledge up close. Maybe trying to catch a member of this defense off guard. It could be a potential shotgun battle against Diaz.
Yeah.
I bet you
holding the
Diaz
line.
already.
Oh, Diaz is not ready for this, or maybe he is. He's going to get pinched though with Bay. Wildcard will bring the same pace, the same vigor. They find the opening kill.
Maybe try
A
not
lot more work
switch.
still to be done in this round, and they lose Bay. Loira finds his 9th kill. Now top fragging
Dude,
for
Loira's 9 and
Furia.
3,
Spiker and Kansan both combined.
Oh!
Wildcard showing Furia that they can do to them what Furia just did to
What a
Wildcard.
shot. What a shot.
This is a stomping in the first round of the second half.
Timing right there.
Wildcard
What a
up
shot
and
from
down with the
Kansan.
consulate. Oh, this could get very interesting.
My gosh.
I should have known better. When I saw the veto and I saw Consulate pop up, I was like, oh, this could be a bit of a grind fest. It could be pretty slow
A
pace.
lot of defensive round
A
wins.
lot of late round action. It's been anything but. And if that's anything to go by for the second half, Wildcard may be looking to deploy a similar play style. Great lurk yellow, good pinch from Bathroom. And then they had the back hit on the opposing side, which meant that Furia couldn't fall back, play the back line, maybe
Love this
look for
pinch.
denial.
Dude, Bay just got
Went
in,
to the
bro.
First pinch, and then the back line got pinched courtesy of the back hit. Overall from Wildcard, really nice work.
It just says early on to start the second half that if you're Fury, it's not like job's done. Yeah, we smash them on the attack, we go into the comfort of defense. That's not how it's going to play out.
Bro's got
apparently.
his shoes
Just a
off.
very happy
Oh, he's
backstage.
immersed.
Wildcard find
He's
their
into
second
it.
round. But so much more to be done, and there's zero room for error. They cannot make any real mistakes. You lose a round, and there's 6. Fury got OT secured, and then it's suddenly a long, long way back into this map. But everything to play for as we head basement for the 8th round.
Zach, thank you for sharing the vibe.
And in the second appearance of this particular objective across this map thus far, Furia successfully attacked into it back in round number 2. Again, another pretty fast-paced round. It was Herds onto Spiker at a minute 52. Speaking of Spiker, he'll have the diffuser for this round, and we're going to see our first sign of shield play, and anticipating that to be a bit of a mainstay in this second half with the full lineup available.
Yeah, I mean, when you haven't banned a single shield op, you can kind of pick what you want now, firstly. And then if they do ban one away, well, it's kind of irrelevant because you've got 2 more options anyway. And Spike is just going to bring the blitz, have some fun with that, keep up the pace. They didn't play a core shield in the opening round to start the second half, but that is available, so why not? It's a 4-2. Basement, of course, the site, but not a lot of presence from Furia on the site. Loira top floor and a heavy contingency of players on the first floor for Furia, as it's a top-down clear for Wildcard.
Oh.
And it is indeed Loira.
Did he just
that found
one-tap
the first
Baby
vehicle
Shark?
onto Baby Shark. Push down service from Spiker, but traded quickly. Bay, though, there for company.
Trade
again.
game. Trade game right there.
Is set up from Wildcard. They are playing off each
Dude,
other
did he just
very
one-tap
well.
There's
Baby
a strong
Shark?
start there for Furia. Baby Shark was holding that cross along Visa to try and maybe catch the defense back on the peel. Ultimately eventuates into a 3 versus 3.
Still 2 Boogie Auto breaches available from Kansan.
Oh,
He
still-
likes to use it though. One on the top floor. Will hold one maybe first floor.
Yeah. Well, there was at least a little bit of pressure on that first floor, but now flushed out courtesy of some of that vert. And so Diaz, Volps, and Boxera all basement for the remainder of the round. And you have triple smoke still up for Diaz, Nitro for
Double
Volps.
impact.
And I wonder how much of that Goyo utility is still standing. Right now, Fury is still in a good position.
Still in a good position, but not great. At 60 seconds is plenty of time here for Wildcard, but you mentioned the utility still available for Furia. Finally, Kansan will use his last Boogie Auto breacher over towards Piano. Open up more of the floorboards. Honestly, at the point now, though, for Wildcard, where they may just have to push. You don't want to leave this too little, too late. Drone from Adrian, try and gather some more information. Double push down from Kansan and Bay, down service and into server. They will push together and play together. Adrian will be by himself, coming in late, behind. He's coming down spiral. Now all 3 in the hallway. Oh, headshot tap from Volps, though. They're all stacked up against each other. This is easy for Furia. They're all just in one position as Adrian's by himself. The last one to fall, a double from Boxera.
2-6, right?
For Furia. A bit of a weak attack to close the round from Wildcard, guys. A triple stack. Makes it all too easy for Furia.
Yeah, lulled into a little bit of a false sense of security. The drone late identifying that the back hit was initially clear, but it was a simple case of the filter effect late there. A triple stack from Wildcard. No pinch pressure. That too was though covered. Diaz was yellow stairs. So again, wouldn't have been very easy. Furia had them covered late in that round and didn't even have to expend any of that utility. None of the utility late there made any difference. It simply wasn't used by Furia. It was gun up. They were ready. And their shots are landing here. It's a strong start for this Brazilian outfit.
Yeah, I mean, just
Jeez,
a wonderful
Wildcard, this is
concept.
bad.
Again, this is the problem for Wildcard. Yeah, you got that first round, played it really well to start the second half, but there was 0 room for error. You couldn't make a mistake. Now, 4 straight rounds required. You're in a position now where it's looking very likely that you're going to lose your map pick. You chose to come here, and Furia have said thank you very much. Again, a reminder, Furia have not played this map ever with this roster. Which is 4 months, but still enough time.
Yeah, what are you saying, bro?
And they've looked really, really sharp. Again, a very defender-sided map, but their attacking half was just lethal. 9 kills from Herds, 10 from Loira. Battling to see who will be the top fragger by the end of the map. And Herds thinking about something on the top floor, but not to be. He'll fall away. Expo, Piano.
Hertz has been the most successful player on entry inside of the server. 3 ones, well, +2. And critically, he's cost at 88%. So having consistent impact over such a huge majority of these rounds. Loira as well creeping up to double digits. 10 for him.
That's weird.
And whilst his cost isn't quite as high, 75 at the moment, that's certainly above par or close to it. Wildcard in this round maybe looking for a little bit of pressure early on the vert. Don't necessarily have the dedicated operators to open up that space as easily, but certainly still possible. But met with resistance. It's again Diaz up close. Yellow stairs, although actually he's retreated. He's first floor. Limited second floor pressure at the moment from Furia, looking to probably peel back Visa side eventually.
Oh my gosh.
Spike it down early on the blitz as Hertz has found the aim.
Oh.
Second defending. There's one more coming his way.
Gosh,
Bay
dude.
finally stops Hertz. But has he done already too much damage in the round, getting rid of the blitz?
Well, I thought they were just going to peel back, and I think Wildcard expected the same. Caught out by that early round aggression from Herds.
Well, this gives Furia a significant advantage. But no one left on the top floor. It's Baby Shark straight down service stairs. Wander his right-hand side. Heard the footsteps of Loira, but Box Era has got the pinch. Baby Shark, if he pushes down, will probably die. And in the background, Bay went down. Loira with the super shotty gets rid of Baby Shark.
Wow.
Shuts down
That's such an
Adrian.
easy map. That was such an easy game for Furia. Oh my gosh.
7-2 for Furia on Wildcard's map pick of Consulate. Sets them up going into Fortress. They're looking very sharp today.
I did not expect that. Furia playing phenomenally on map 1. They have set the tone. They have set the tempo. Can they maybe run away in a 2-0?
That's a possibility. It's their map pick of Fortress to follow. Wildcard, you don't count them out. Not just yet. Too experienced of a team over the last 12 months especially. But they've got some soul searching to do backstage. Figure out where did this go wrong and how can we solve it moving into the next map. For Furia, they've just got to make sure they don't celebrate too early. There's still work to be done heading into the next map.
Yeah, the job's not done until it's done. Map 2 of Fortress could offer a different dynamic. That should be much more grindy for the attack. We saw these teams open it up on constant. I didn't expect that. Fortress, I'd be surprised if it's this open, this fast-paced. Maybe that will aid Wildcard a little bit in just grasping some momentum back in this
Who's winning
series.
this?
Furia,
I mean,
the
from
offset
what I just
looked
witnessed.
incredibly strong.
Furia. I mean,
Hearing the drums in the background from
this was Wildcard's map
Furia
pick.
Fanatics as they are
Wildcard's.
loving
This
that
is
open
known to
map.
be like
7-2
Wildcard's map in
demolition
general,
job.
you know.
Fortress, of course, is not going to be easy. It is a map that is well known, well played in the North American region. Wildcard are not going to be shy heading into Fortress, but of course,
Do I
as
know
for Furia,
why?
it's
Tell
their
me why,
map pick.
Promo.
They've got an incredibly strong record. It is
me
shaping
why.
up to be potentially theirs and maybe a semi-final appearance on the cards. We'll find out, of course, back to the desk.
Thank you, Guz and Xenox. It was a great call, but a pretty standard
Oh,
result.
because
If you
Bay's
started
washed.
watching the
I
first
forgot.
few rounds,
I forgot you don't like
saw
Bay.
that this
Yes.
was heading. Oh man, maybe as dark as that beautiful solar eclipse looks behind us here on the side of Wildcard. Furia was out in front. They never left. They never looked back. And on Wildcard's map.
I mean, you're
So
right.
this
He didn't
one
have a good game,
definitely
you know.
sends Wildcard back to this map choice, saying, what do we do next? How do we figure it out? Lax, Alphama back on desk with me, Rain Day, and Alphama. I mean, this did not go necessarily the way all of us expected.
Yo, 36
I mean, I
watching.
called it a trap.
That's
And I'm pretty sure the
Fox.
trap
Okay,
was set up
okay,
perfectly.
all right.
When you
I was
ban
like-
a
I was
map
like, yo, hold up,
22
I know
times in the last
Fox,
3
bro.
months, when you never show that map,
You need Wildcard
and
and
out
what
of
for your
nowhere,
predictions? For your
it's
predictions?
the favorite map of your opponents, and you leave it open for
Yo,
them
get
to
rid of
pick it
delay.
in quarterfinals of EWC.
What are you talking about, yo?
Don't you see it smells like a trap?
There's delay
I mean,
on
listen,
screen.
you were absolutely right. You called it a trap. It clearly was 7-2 finish for the side of Furia. I mean, a phenomenal performance.
there's
And
probably
they
going to
clearly
be.
had the formula, understood how they wanted to overthrow
Can
Wildcard,
you get rid of
and
that,
they
or
did it
is that just, like,
seamlessly.
there?
I mean, it was really well executed
He
on their
looks like
attacking
this,
half.
but he's American.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there were a couple of question marks on my side. I mean, the other bans was the first one, right? We see Wildcard remove 2 shields.
Yes.
3 shields are up in this game, right? Technically 2 shields, but no one
Oh.
speaks about it.
Yeah.
That meant that basically Volps could be on the Monty almost
Wait,
all the
Fox might
time,
be one of
and
those
he could
people.
apply a lot of
There was
pressure.
there was
Pressure means movement,
there was a
and every
caster
time
that
a Wildcard
wasn't
player was
asked
moving,
to
they
come
were
cast
expecting that and they were
for
punishing him. And I was surprised to not see
EWC.
them completely ban out the shields because they abused it as much as possible. Furia, so strong. 5-1 on one of the most, if not the most defended side and map in the meta.
I mean, what's more confusing to me is Wildcard plays in a region where shields are heavily abused, and they're able to handle them, but this time they were not able to thwart off that aggression and the space being taken from that shield and the pressure that was being applied.
My question is, if it's so clear, and I almost made the joke, you must have been a rabbit in a past life because you were avoiding traps like nobody's business. No one could see it out, but you did. You sniffed it out. So the idea is...
Oh,
is
he
this a
decided to not be a
mistake?
part of
from the side of Wildcard, not seeing this coming.
He decided
or
not
is
to be a
this
part
calling their
of
bluff,
the
saying, we know
casting
you might have
for-
something for us, but we like to attack. We got Bay, who's
for
performing
last
well.
stage,
We know what Adrian
which
can
probably
do,
means
so
he
we'll
can
take that
come
map.
TWC.
I mean, we've both been there before, right? There is the 50-50. You feel super confident because it's your map. You've never lost it. You feel great on it. The screenshot
Whatever you
looks
say, Evan.
amazing. You can beat FaZe
He's
in the
200 on
screen,
Furia.
you can beat anyone.
Wow.
And then comes game day. And then you see something you've not seen
Are
in
you
screens,
putting money
and then
on
you regret.
Furia, bro?
And I think that's exactly what happened with Lockout.
I mean, even when you talk about the
gotta
mentality,
turn
which
you up,
obviously
AR.
we know at
Hold
this level, a lot of mentality plays into it. When you're a wild card and you see you get your favorite map, you go into it a little more relaxed.
All right,
You're
yo,
like,
what
"This is
we
easily
on
gonna be our map.
Open
Why are they
Guesser?
taking us here?" But then you start to see
No,
those rounds
not
slowly start to slip
1v1ing
away.
you on
You
Open
start to
Guesser.
question your
It's
own
not
gameplay.
now.
You start to question what is
get you all
happening
the
in these
viewers.
rounds. And next
Dude,
thing you
we're
know,
it's
5-1
literally like a
half, and now you're
5-minute
having
break.
to
Like in
fight
5
back
minutes, these
to
guys are gonna
try
be
to
back.
able to make something. Try to have a round that everyone
You
can
know?
get back into the fight, and then it's over. It's a
That's
7-2 loss. It's
lot
not
can
great
happen
for
in 5
Wildcard.
Is it
minutes.
harder considering the way that they started
You're right,
off
5
with
minutes is a lot of
the
time, but
trash
you know
talk,
what?
The confidence, the crowd,
What?
to then have that type of result and bounce back?
Actually, I do need to use the bathroom
You
too.
want to be hyped going into your match. It's just a matter of keeping that composure as the series progresses.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of trash talk on their side. And,
Yeah,
and I
do
think
me a
honestly,
favor.
it's going to carry on. I think
Yeah.
the momentum,
Yo, entertain the
especially
stream,
that you can hear the
alright?
fans, the players are following the same thing, the same train.
All right.
And I'm about to
You got
dance
it?
as well.
I don't
so
know.
let's
I don't
get
know
to
if
your
I can.
Telestrator before we
Yo,
do it. I
you
know
got
got
it. You
some
got it. What do you-
clips set up
it's
for us.
literally-
Black's gonna
Absolutely.
help you out
Give
there
me a
with the
minute.
mic.
I'm just going to
So,
the bathroom.
I
Yeah.
want to talk to you a little bit
I
about
believe
what
in
made
you.
Fury a special map happen.
All
And
right.
starting round one, I see something that's one tiny detail that I don't think anyone spotted. So we've got 43 seconds left on the timer here, and you pay attention to the position of everyone. You see 4 players on the top floor, and the Monty is pressuring on that side, and at the same time, Wildcard are trying to be aggressive, and they're gonna try and challenge Diaz on that spiral window. Now pay attention to this gunfight, it's critical. We're gonna see Diaz being challenged by Bay, instant kill, that's 4v3, that's beautiful. Most importantly, I want you to pay attention to something on your screen now. The CEO Rappel player, Buck, is calling someone, and that someone is Adrian.
Yo.
Adrian is getting cold. And why is that
Yo, what's
super
up?
important? Adrian is the one defending the bomb site. And what is there downstairs? IQ. When IQ sees the phone with her scanner from downstairs, Herds with IQ can now kill Tachenka directly from below because the phone is ringing. One tiny detail, one tiny piece of gadget, and that's it. The rest of the defense crumbles. Everyone gonna rappel in. And from a 4v4, it's suddenly a 4v0. That synergy between Dokaibi and IQ was absolutely amazing to see. And that's the difference between a Furia that is completely lined up on the momentum and Wildcard right now.
And that's exactly what you want to be able to replicate and have success from once you go to your opponent's best map, is to be able to catch them off guard. Use the vertical pressure, use that shield to your advantage, and that's really where Wildcard was getting beat time and time again. And then something I also mentioned coming into this series, Wildcard throughout all the NAL was fantastic on opening engagements going into their favor, converting those rounds. This series
say anything,
alone,
AR?
I believe Furia ended up with 6 of those opening kills going into their favor, converting, I believe, 5 of those 6
I come
opening
back and
kills
AR
going
isn't
into their
here.
favor. I said this was going to be a series
Wait,
where
what?
they need to be getting these
Were you on
opening
mute?
kills
Were you on
swung into
mute?
their favor, playing into those man advantages.
Yeah.
Then you just add the layers
I
of the
know.
shield pressure, of the
Okay.
vertical pressure, and then
Okay.
again, the series ends in a 7-2.
See if they can change things up here. We've been talking a lot about it, and hopefully Wildcard have also been talking about it.
I really want to know who
That
this
Eclipse
guy
just
is. I've
keep
never
getting
seen him
cooler and
cast
cooler every time
before.
we show it to you. I know a guy who's
Oh, yeah,
staying
that
cool
guy?
as well,
I don't
finding his
know.
way
I have
across
no
the
idea
venue.
who
It's
that guy is.
Chris Tunn with an update
I don't know
from
who
the
that guy is.
Alliance Vault to check in on chess, which just started.
Yeah. Me neither. He's a random. Yeah, they should invite Moose, guys.
What are you talking about?
Dude, what do you mean?
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Nothing.
You're doing something.
No.
Another CC update heading your way. Interesting game, of course, on the Alliance Vault this time around. We've got
Seriously, you're
chess,
playing
and we
Clash
just
Royale?
had arguably one of the more hyped
No.
matchups that are probably, well, chess-wise, but of course for CCU side of things as well. Magnus
Yes,
Carlsen
you
playing
are playing
Team
Clash
Liquid,
Royale.
important game bearing the win, and how did it go?
Well, he managed to get the win pretty convincingly too as well, I will say, and he's against Hans Niemann as well, which is...
I'm not.
For those who know chess, quite a bit of a grudge match, to be honest with you, and it did end the way you'd expected. Matt was walking off stage without shaking his hand, so...
Wait, what?
You want to get muted?
Between those guys as expected.
No,
could you please?
No, don't mute me.
Could you please mute me?
Wait, they just placed the...
Now, and it's Hikaru versus Dennis Larvig, who's going to be playing for those spots as well, which is Team Falcons versus AGL. So a massive storyline over on the B stage as well. So they're the kind of teams we're looking towards.
Alright, Air. Alright, cool. I'll see you in a minute, okay?
But it's looking very good at the moment for Magnus Carlsen.
And as far as CC goes, though, when it does come down to chess, our favorite is obviously going to be Magnus, winning last year for the side of Liquid. But looking as a whole,
I just realized I don't care about chess. I care about R6.
Because Falcons have got some real big
What's
names
up, Overtime?
Yeah, so Falcons managed to come second and third last year. Obviously, Hikaru being the name he is, we expect him to be up there.
Overtime
as well,
or overtimer?
As I said, he's still going to get through Dennis today, who's playing for AGL, and that's going on at the moment. Seemed like a bit of a tense back and forth.
Did I didn't even know
game,
chess
but,
had like some sort of
as I said, we
esports
expect
and
big things from
teams
him,
or stuff.
So we expect him to get far.
Yeah, going to be interesting as the week goes on over here at the Allianz Vault. We'll be keeping you up to date as we go through. Guys.
He thinks he can come in here and play my game. He knows nothing.
Overtime, are you well, actually on my ult, the one I play with viewers is about M4, I think. I gotta actually I'm solo queuing tonight, so I'll get up to M3.
Play is in our DNA.
Yo, you off Clash Royale? You're not off Clash Royale. You can't mute.
No, I'm on Clash Royale.
Yeah, mute the sound so I don't have to hear
Now imagine
your Clash.
City,
you know?
No, I'm in an intense battle, like literally.
Kadir City, powered by Play.
Oh my god, bro. Yo,
Okay,
I hate people like this.
I'll see you in a minute, okay? My gosh, man. Your lowest account is D5 on PC or console?
Take map number 1.
Which one do you play?
As the solar eclipse signals potentially a foreboding sign for our number 1 team coming into it, undefeated no longer. Well, obviously they still have a chance to remain undefeated in series, but that map loss is a big one. And Black's Alphama, what is the biggest, I've asked this question before, turning point, or who needs to do what if Wildcard are going to get back into it and respond?
I mean, if I'm a player and I'm in Wildcard shoes right now, you lose your map pick, going into now your opponent's map, it's still a comfortable territory for them, so they can be relieved in that regard, but you just don't have a lifeline. Now your back is against the wall, and they are no strangers to this, whether that's in the NAL stage, whether that's here at events like these. Fact of the matter is, no player on that team was able to pop off. You know, we've highlighted Bay, we've highlighted Adrian, Baby Shark, Cans, and everyone across the board, but nobody was able to really get their foot in the door and get that pop-off round, and that's so crucial in moments like these when you're down, your back is against the wall. One player has to have that round that everyone can just rally behind, really believe in themselves, dig deep, and finish this map and push it into a map 3.
And going back to the tactical aspect now, we've just seen the bans, and that means that Wildcard, they start defense on Fortress. Again, it's important to look at the bans. They've removed Blitz, okay, that's one great thing, and then they removed Solid Snake. Yes. It's a really important operator to abuse to try and clear those areas, because Fortress is quite big, try and clear the anti-roam basically as quickly as possible, but that leaves Blackbird open, that leaves Monty open. The few operators that were so hard for them to counter on Consulate.
You're off
I don't think the
now,
tactical problem is here. I think the problem is mental.
Well, let's see what our casters think about it. A loss on their own map in Consulate. See if the Wildcard can respond on Fortress and send it over to Xenox and Gus.
Yo, I won my battle. Is that cool?
So second map.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's watch some Pro League, yeah?
Furia, they landed the first blow, and boy, did that one hurt. Wildcard need to respond. The good news, and there is indeed good news for Wildcard
Wait, why'd I put
fans. They
two
start
A's?
defense here on Fortress, guys, and it's the most defend-decided map that we've got in the pool.
I thought that would have aided them a little bit back on Consulate,
Dude,
but as we saw, Furia very early on map 1 dictated tempo.
He's probably on
and they were
4-3-84.
able to
It's like prime
manipulate
for
the map
ACOG, or
as they
1.0.
please.
It's a lot harder to do that on Fortress, though.
It should
Bro,
be.
Loki, they
Let's
should
see
invite me to play
maybe
Pro
if
League.
Furia can subvert expectations on a map that has proven so far, even at the
Whatever
top
you say.
level at international events, to be tricky
be
for the
pretty good at
attack,
Pro League.
to be a grind, to be slow paced, to be the filter
This is
effect.
gonna get
All
rid of
find a
my...
way to maybe just open it up a little more. Wildcard actually electing to go to the tertiary site here straight away on Fortress, so it's Waiting Cafe up first as opposed to the more traditional selection of second floor.
Well, Herd's making first contact, but he's the one that loses out in that mini battle.
Can't open that wall.
Yo, they got main. They got main.
On the map of Fortress over the last 4 months, it's their first preference
Wait, he shoot it?
map, hence why
He
they
shot it,
selected it. Wildcard, a 3-2 record, but a 3-map streak wins on Fortress. As Loira's got to be careful, but he hits the headshot on the Spiker. Never
How
mind.
does Spiker survive
Well,
that?
he is the demon after all. But that demon is down and now out for the count. But as Adrian wanted to get that kill, Volps was there, ready and waiting, and gets the imminent trade. And now the Jugger payload call on to Bay. Freebie.
Ooh, I was about to say, good work from Furia dealing with this roam, this offside heavy play from Wildcard.
And he had time to answer the call as well, so Bay doesn't take any damage from that Jugger payload. Got the kill, evens it up 3 versus 3. It's better activity from Wildcard on the defense. Getting these trades, being more active. But even like Consulate, Fortress still starts with a strong start because of Furia. And now the pace they're setting on the attack as Hertz captures Kenton walking down the hallway. But Bay again
like
finds the trade.
Yeah.
The best performing player at the Esports World Cup up until today has been Bay. And arguably, if Wildcard to get themselves out of this hole, they will need him to continue to be the best player at the event. He started well here on Fortress, 2v2, 45 seconds.
Bay eats the call. It's double nitro for Wildcard.
From the angle, but a good little jiggle peek at the doorway means he couldn't find the initial kill. A little bit of separation for Baby Shark's actually very close to Diaz as well inside the kitchen.
Ooh, good pre-fire. Is that a pre-fire or no?
It's probably the second or third time in this round alone, and then make it one more.
Cheating. He's just cheating.
What's Bay to do? What was Baby Shark to do? When they're hitting
I gotta see that replay.
Furia taking attacking round to start Fortress.
The gamble, the risk for Wildcard to go first floor straight off the rip.
Bro, literally see the matrix on his desk.
Yo, AR.
Fury initially did a pretty good job playing into horizontal lurk. Vertically it was compromised as Bay found that pick. Kansan then got caught.
Wait, did they use like a double 50-90 setup in the
Bay
pieces, or
got
what?
slammed alongside his compatriot late in that round.
No.
Well, Wader and Cafe so far here at the Esports World Cup sits at
just a regular PC, man. Just a regular PC.
32
okay?
rounds played. Dorm's game's 36 rounds
PC?
and Command
Yes.
from 38, so it's not exactly a statistic that you can throw out the window. It has been the hardest site to attack into, and Furia
in the last round
made it pretty comfortable in the end.
Everyone with an LMG through every wall.
That's going to be a little bit nervous for Wildcard. If they give up defensive rounds again, like the opening map of Consulate, that's when mentally it's easy to check out. They need to stay
My KD went
locked
down.
in.
So I
And if you missed the tail end of the desk segment there, I really love the point that Lax was making. When you're the team trailing, when you're on the back foot, we need to see individuals be able to step up. The rest of the team can then piggyback
you go
off
negative
that
against a
momentum.
cheater?
Not a single player on the side of Wildcard went positive.
Why not?
Back on Consulate.
Baby Shark the closest.
That's a good idea, no?
-1.
And as we saw there in the opening round of Fortress, the overall gunplay from Furia, no signs of that slowing down. Into this round, double shield with the finger combination for the attack. Do Furia look to continually play high tempo?
Volps with the Monty should be rather safe.
Wow.
Spiker caught at the doorway from Box Zero. Well, there's that high tempo again, and Adrian, nothing he can do.
Wow.
But just stand in their way. Big huge, and Baby Shark's going too as well.
What a nitro.
Can't answer the call. It's only Diaz left. After a fast, frenetic start, Wildcard finally gets something to go.
Bro, what?
Bro, look-y, he could
what?
And their superstar
man.
Huge round for Wildcard. It's only
Why wouldn't he hold the window and then walk back and then pre-fire the guy?
The way the start of that round was progressing. I was getting ready to tee up the storyline that Furia had found a way to crack open Fortress and play high intensity, high velocity, and whilst initially they did,
that's a crazy nitro.
Great nitro there from Bay. We finally see a big individual moment from Wildcard.
They just lost the round to a nitro, bro. I'd actually cry.
In the midst of all that chaos, Baby Shark also hitting a
Didn't he get a 3K
flank,
with the nitro?
something finally
No,
going
2K,
the
2K.
way of Wildcard. They find a way to contend
Someone
against
else
the
got
double
picked.
shield and the
I don't know
finger
from
combo
where.
there from Furia. But again, I'm starting to sense that this
You
kind
not
of
slurping
tempo
my ear,
is not
dude?
going to be a one-off. It's not going to just
Wait,
be
what do
2
you
rounds in
mean?
isolation.
You not slurping my ear.
Wildcard need to be able to match that for the remainder of this first half.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm not gonna lie, up until that double kill, Nitrous, although it was looking like Furia once again, quick, get into the face of Wildcard, find some good kills, and everything was going to the same script that we've seen round after round in this series. Could that be a defining moment? Could that be a circuit breaker for
Yo,
Wildcard?
AR.
Moose, stop being funny.
Man
I
bathroom,
can't slurp.
top floor again, different side.
What?
You stop,
that
please.
would mentally be
No,
so
let's
exhilarating
watch the
for
game.
Wildcard to win the round
Don't
in that
mute me.
fashion. Bay with 5 kills in the opening 2 rounds. It's like you said, and what Lack said,
I am
they just
watching.
need some individuals to pop off. Well, there's one. The rest
I
to
got a
now
white
try and
monster.
piggyback
Okay?
off him.
ASMR incoming.
No, we don't need your ASMR.
So command
Okay,
and bathroom for round number 3. C4 maxing on the side of Wildcard. 4
Wait, spectate Thorn
in
again?
play. And with Adrian on the pulse as well, that's something that Furia will need to be very cautious of through the mid to late round. They themselves will once again bring the Monty. And we're gathering on the Deimos.
Oh my goodness! Drops on down all the way outside of the map. And Spiker that finds the opening kill onto Hurts again. Fury want to keep his pace going.
Lucky.
Wildcard just starting to clue on
Oh,
how
no.
to deal with it. Good flash onto Spiker, but he stays
Ooh, that's
alive.
good aim. Nice flick to the
Tucks
nice
into the
toe
corner
flick.
to
Nice toe
safety.
flick.
As Boxera easily
You
dealt
can't
with
do
Baby
anything, so you
Sharks
can't do
on the
anything.
roam, one outside the window. Trade though from
Oh!
Moira, but he too falls. Just
Oh, behind
Adrian
you, behind you.
Wildcard
Dead.
will make it 2
Slammed.
rounds straight.
Sorry. That was loud.
Getting the job done. It may just be
AR, what's your
defensive,
AR?
but
AR.
with the shape
AR,
of the
relax.
Wait, what do you
series,
mean?
Every
Relax.
round is
Just
so
relax.
important.
Just
Yeah,
here.
they're
Let's
keeping the 5-1
both
alive
mute
here,
for
which
this
is a
round. Yeah.
perfect split
I was trying to
defending
give calm.
Fortress.
No, let's
Oh,
just
yeah,
mute for this
perfect.
round, okay?
Doing a better job in dealing with the tempo and the pressure that Furia are looking to
No, not me,
persist
not me.
with.
Just you.
Do we maybe now see Furia just temper that a little bit? Go
You're
for
making too much
Macbeth,
noise,
try and
man.
flood util, layer that for the late round. Or do they look to brute force it in terms of the additional bans now
You know
for
what'd
the
be
remainder
cool
of
if
this
Lamb
first
ran?
half? It's the
That'd be cool.
Monty, so that means it's double shield alongside the Deimos, and then it's Mirror, no longer wanting to be
I want to hear the
contended with
loud ear
by
thing he does,
Furia.
like on stream. I want to hear what it sounds like on stream.
So we'll see what Wildcard look to do in terms of this hold as we return back to the tertiary site. If they want to play Peel Heavy or elect a Turtle, the lineup, especially with the Solace, will aid them in some of that info gathering. And then I think more crucially on the side of Fury, how do they respond to that Monty ban being played in 2 of the 3 rounds thus far? As expected, we'll see that pivot across to the Blackbeard, but will that maybe now just stall out some of that early round pressure that they have typically
Wait, does
presented?
Switch have delay or does it have no delay?
Double primary hard breach of the ace and the
Should-
thermite in
there's-
play
there shouldn't be any
alongside the
delay,
ramp
okay?
for Vert. Anticipating it'll be less focused
Bro,
on
you're
the
copying
horizontal.
Skittles, bro. Skittles is
Well,
literally doing
they
the
might
same thing
look
you're
to
doing.
dabble
You're
in it
copying
early. I suspect they'll look to get Box Zero activated to the mid round and flush out that site.
Bro, Twitch has more delay.
The best thing Wildcard can do as well is just keep meeting Furia head on, try and beat them at their own game. Furia want to play fast, quick siege, that's fine. You just got to be ready for it.
Twitch
If
has
they can start to win a couple of
barely
rounds,
better.
Furia will have to pivot and adapt themselves. That may slow them down, and that slowness may benefit Wildcard. Solo presence up above on the top floor, courtesy of Baby Shark, getting the early Jugger payload call from Volps. And the death mark as well.
Darn,
That's
man.
a lot of pressure onto one player, but so far nothing to come from it. Was able to answer that call. Death mark is still active on Baby Shark, but he has gone over to Hamam on the first floor.
Frick, man.
And that means Bay rotates back up to Games to just keep some presence on the top floor. Baby Shark
Nice,
towards
man.
main stairs.
Yeah, patience.
Colin,
from
thank you
both
for the follow, man.
teams.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the
Sensing that
follows,
this
guys.
Yo,
might be
AR.
4 rounds of the series
Nah.
thus far.
Wait, what? Clear comms?
Wildcard not
No,
wanting to completely
no.
forfeit
Just no,
above.
bro.
Will play appeal defense, game side and main stairs, courtesy of Bay and Shark in those positions respectively. Can also chip away at some of the drone economy here of Furia.
Everyone who sends gifts.
Interestingly, the
No.
VP used on this Hammam side across as opposed to the
No
site
need to do
directly.
that.
Are we then opening up a route for the rotation for Furia late to play, courtesy of the early hard breach and the horizontal opportunities?
Yo,
that
Colton, thanks for the follow.
Will Wildcard clue onto that and be prepared?
Boxzero on top main stairs, and Baby Shark is right there.
Oh,
Easy
wow,
swing
he had
kill
no
from
idea.
Boxzero. Good read.
That's
is
a
he
good
aware
kill.
though, Bay? It seems as if he is. Definitely is now, as Bay opted to try and push
That's
and
a
look for
good
the
kill,
trade, but
honestly.
Bay's forced to just sit inside the dorms. As Boxzero was able to break that barbed wire.
Ooh,
Wait, what does he use
Adrian
that say?
and Kansan will both
They
go
just
second
come to
floor,
rotate,
so it's
you
a
know?
big flood up above from Wildcard.
Yeah, the design means
Yeah.
it will be vacant. It will be vulnerable.
They can't commit.
Site
They don't
is
go back
sort
to
of
site.
free.
Adrian
Yeah.
does
that-
indeed do that, and now so
I
will
use
Bay.
that,
Bay
say,
has
on
been able to
Ella's
make his
gun.
way back.
It's
It's
pretty
almost
good
as
on
if they
Ella's
went top
gun.
floor just to collect Bay,
It's
bring him
pretty
back
good on
safely.
Ella's
Full
gun,
versus
but
5, but low on
I don't know
time.
about Thorn.
They're like
Haven't
all
seen
grouping
Fury
up.
in
Like
this sort of
why?
position often. Usually the round
They're
is
playing,
done by
SEAL
now.
Team
30
Rainbow.
seconds left. Doesn't give them a whole lot of time.
Yeah, double smoke for Spiker and a Razor Bloom for Bay. 20
know what I mean?
seconds for Furia.
If you time traveled back to 2015, you think you could get early?
Spiker throws out his
No.
final gas babe. The Razor Bloom 2 thrown from Bay. Getting low, closer to
Why
red
not?
time.
Oh,
Impact
good swing
hold.
from
It was the
Bay.
frag. Bay got the headshot onto
Oh,
Loira.
that's timing.
Furia starting to fall
Lopes
apart
misses
here.
shot.
Late in towards the
Ooh.
site, execute. It's only Hurts that's left up. He's got no time. Wildcard should make this 3 straight rounds.
Wait. Yay!
Wow, Walker's coming back. They're fighting back.
Fortress digging deep here at
They
the
won,
Esports World
man.
Cup. Getting the job done.
Well, they invested pretty heavily to get Bay back to
So
safety,
was,
and it worked out
was
well.
last game just unlucky or what?
Tactical timeout. Furia.
No, it wasn't unlucky for Wildcard. They were just playing stupid.
Eles já estão entregando muita kill nesse
The
primeiro
Wildcard
espaço,
just
tá ligado?
crashed or what?
Então o que eu acho que a gente tem que
No,
fazer?
they just
Voltão? Acho que a gente
just
segue nos
warm-up
rodadas,
game
essa
sort
ideia
of,
de
you know?
vocês tá boa. Só que essa primeira pisada vocês têm que resolver o primeiro problema mais rápido do que vocês estão resolvendo. Porque isso vai dar tempo de vocês organizar o rotate, de vocês conversar como é que vocês vão punir, pra vocês sincronizar a exec como vocês estão falando. Se vocês fizessem a mesma exec que vocês estão fazendo algo que vocês fizerem agora, com mais
Did they
tempo pra
catch him
jogar, ia ser
DMing?
melhor. Ou seja, vamos ganhar tempo na nossa primeira pisada pra gente ter paciência
Dude,
pra
there's no
pra
DMAs
trabalhar
here.
depois,
What are you
tá ligado?
talking about?
a aspecto deles é.
Wait, don't you have to have two monitors?
A primeira visada vai ser
Então,
foda.
sabe o que a gente pode fazer?
No,
O semi-cavalo, que
two
daí a gente vai fugir das
PCs.
trap, a gente tem os bonecão ainda e tal.
E na
Yeah, but
águia.
isn't it also two
E
monitors?
na da águia eu
Yeah,
acho que
okay,
a gente
yes.
tá colocado, não tem problema.
And
Eu acho que a gente
yeah,
tá colocado.
é roubado.
That was both.
Beleza, cara.
So as we return, 3-1 lead for Wildcard. Tactical timeout
just
will
depends on the DMA.
expire.
I don't know anything. I don't know that much
With a lot
about
of fans
DMAs.
in attendance making a lot of noise.
You
Dorms
just don't know
games
a lot
up
about
next.
DMA, right? Because you're not cheating.
But the reality is, they're in a much better
That
position
it?
now. 3-1 up. 5-1 would be the dream. 4-2, probably
Ooh,
the
that's
pass
a
mark
really
here
good
for
freaking kill,
Fortress.
man.
So 2 rounds to go.
That was a good.
Probably
That was a
only
good
need
pixel
one
kill.
more. But they're just playing a lot better.
Yo,
I've had some of
EJ
those
would
big
send me a
moments.
PC if I asked him.
Large
Yeah,
portion of
thank you
those
for the follow,
courtesy
follow.
of
I
Bay
can't see
with
your
the
name, but
double
thank you for
nitro
follow.
earlier, and in that
Yo,
most
thanks for the
recent
follow.
round was able to get back towards site, find a nice clip of his own, just alleviating a bit of pressure elsewhere.
5 seconds left before insertion.
And for what feels now like the first time in this series, questions are being posed of Furia. Yes, it's attack into Fortress, but we've seen their attacks be really well drilled
Who
over
are
the
you
course of this series
FaceTiming?
up until this point. And so their problem solving will
Dude,
now
I was
truly
calling
be
Liam,
tested.
but he didn't answer.
The sense
Okay,
being
well-
selected here for round 5. That's going to be very interesting to see how they look to incorporate it into
Yo,
the
38
lineup.
viewers. That's pretty good. Actually, oh, they all just left when I said that.
201 EPS for Bay, sitting at 8-1 with a 100% cost. It's been a
shit, I
standout
didn't know
performance
about
up to
that.
this point.
What'd you say? Yo, Colton, I'll be following you back. Okay?
It's just taking a bit of damage there from Kansas.
Thanks,
Cheeky angle.
I say a bit, he's down to half
Wait, I can
health
mute
off
people?
that.
Yeah, might compromise him a little later in the round. So dangerous back on Constellate, but heard so far here on
Gosh, kid hit the
Fortress
drone.
has been
Drone got
contained.
through.
Yeah, why would you be scared of drone? Like,
You can
Oh,
just
wait,
see
this
Fury
kid's
a
a
little bit more
TCSD
cautious
correct.
now.
Not
And
gonna lie.
now they lose Herds. Kansas to finish the drop off. Fox Zero
Imagine running
up
TCSD.
main. Oh,
Whoa.
my goodness!
How?
Down Bay!
How?
Fox Zero, huge moment for Furia.
They are. Damn.
Yo, this guy's
Call
moving
to
like
Baby
silent.
Shark. He'll have to
No,
either
don't
answer
even.
it or eat
Don't
the
bring that
call.
guy's
He
name
will
up.
answer it.
2 more Jugger payloads ready to go for Box.
Wait, how does he? I have better aim on
third
SMG-12,
almost on his way. Furia now with the extra player, but then he goes down
He dies
to
to the
Adrian
fire.
with the
What?
Shamika
Wait,
launcher.
no. I can tell this map is in like Iran by the freaking by the language.
We didn't see much of back on Consulate.
And Adrian and Spiker will be
Wait,
able to stall
what map
out
is this
a
in?
large
Like,
area
what map
for a
does Fortress
significant portion of
reside
time.
Oh,
17
no idea.
shots
Just watch the game.
available.
Just watch the game. Just watch the game.
3 gas babes for Spiker. On the flip side, Furia, though, with decent execute utility. The sense with 3 ROUs, a grenade for the dislodge, and
They
double
could win
flash.
this. This is a fair 3v3.
Critically, a lot of time as well, but Goyo as well, not to be underestimated, not to be discounted.
And 3 gas babes as well, still for Spiker. He's going to throw one out, looking to defend his game's position. Diaz is just lurking towards main stairs. Adrian will need to be cautious.
They're trying to pinch this smoke desperately, Furia. They know they need to clear this shotgun up close.
Spiker holding the angle. Does he opt for the swing? Oh, the timing is just awful. Wanted to pop the gas babe, but Laura pops his head. Baby Shark can't win the battle down the hallway. Diaz has got him covered. And it's only Adrian left as Volts will go for the plant. Hasn't got the time to play around with the Shamika launcher. Spots one, but Diaz is just clean with the shot. There's a second attacking round for Furia.
Was that like timing or a fat finger? Like, what was that?
This next round is so crucial. It's must win for wildcard.
He meat gloved it. He meat gloved it. You know what I mean?
Big round from Furia. Doing a great job of being able to brute force their way forward into the site. Good mid-round pressure. Again, directly onto the objective. Box Zero has been getting so active. A great charge up main. And then that shot onto Bay as well. Exquisite. Spiker, I thought he was going to be so much more challenging to clear, but Loira hit an insane shot.
Twitches,
and the Baby Shark was the last attempt there from Wildcard on the flank. Salvaged the round. He too was unsuccessful.
The ultimate chud event.
From Baby Shark. If he finds that kill, it could be a very different round. A lot of 1v1s just not going the way.
Lacey, you think I look like Lacey?
Final round of the half.
Ultimate shot event.
Back to bathroom.
Yo, who are you, bro? You're unknown. No, he looks like Wamai.
They need a fourth defensive round. It's gonna be defender-sided. That's the gut
He
feeling.
looks like
That's what
Wamai.
the numbers say.
This guy has 4 followers. Talking about some shit.
Whoa, that doesn't matter. Like, followers doesn't... Free Lacey. There's no free Lacey, dude. Come on now.
As for Furia, it's been a very team
Yeah,
effort.
don't ever disrespect Lacey like that.
What? This guy has 4 followers. He's unknown.
No, okay. I mean, like, they're gamers, but you know, like,
3-2. It's been a big part of the series across both Consulate and Fortress now.
You kind of have a point.
Dominating in the early parts of these rounds.
Wahoo, thank you for sharing the live.
2-0 for Boxera. Only one player going positive for wildcard in the entry. It's Bay. 1-0 though.
Wait, what is this guy? Yo, who's this idiot typing in chat?
Make that 2-0.
Oh, no one's an idiot.
Just typing shit.
Yeah, don't be fucking rude.
Yeah, Furia haven't been particularly eager to go for full map clears. They've consolidated these attacks.
No,
and
you
it
guys
means
are
that
being
Wildcard are having to withstand a lot of early pressure.
Shut up,
and also
bitch.
compromising
I'm
their
kidding, I love
ability to peel
you.
back
Wait,
towards
why do you
the
leave?
site. And some of the vulnerabilities then are being exploited nicely by the attack. I love this inclusion though, the pulse.
Yeah, literally. How are they chuds?
Here for the final round of the half.
No
it
one's
means that
chud.
Wildcard in this first minute should have a pretty good read as to how Furia.
He's just saying about like how they.
I mean,
He's saying that like how they look, or how they look and stuff.
On the defense and
How did he get a
falls.
kill on a
Grenade as well.
nade?
Loira then follows up immediately on the Baby Shark. No hometown
Sorry,
heroics.
I'm joking.
It's looking like Furia might find a third attacking round. Adrian, a wonderful swing from Volts. He will fall. Bay got one, but then no more. Down to just Canton, and
Bro,
then
this
he
guy's a
turns.
shotgun crutch.
Flurry finish from Furia.
3-3 split
Yeah, when he
attacking.
whips out a
It's not
skillful
bad.
gun, he dies instantly.
Bro, Gosselin, I've been trying to tell him. I've been trying to tell him the whole game. Just watch the game, right? Just watch the game, AR.
Literally, none of them are chuds. Like, that guy's not a chud.
Okay, AR, alright, don't worry about what he's saying in chat.
They play a little bit more spread, right? The latter when this was kind of split, so be careful. Probably over time they're gonna do something similar. You guys can be more aware. If you guys need to get closer,
See, that guy is
get
fucking
closer
dirty.
near the flank right there. Okay, so there's not much gap, so you guys can. If you guys are compact this easy, you guys know that. Okay. Just talk a little bit about text. Remember, guys, aggressive drones it is important. Check if it's the cafe to work, cafe bunker, right? That is super important.
Yo, I'm not getting defensive.
For bathroom, remember what I said, right? For now, at least I'm beginning of the match. My opinion is Spiker. We can play clear a little bit more, doing the step-by-step right there. Okay. Talk about how we're going to clear bunker, right, to the back from plant right there, that how we're going to do.
This is a pretty freaking close matchup,
but
man.
be aggressive. Make sure to play the game right there. If like you're not confident, don't do it. Just bring interfag right here. And one thing about the flanks, if you need to bring a grid lock, you guys can, of course, and still have grenades. Can be something, okay? Because I'm going to be playing opposite side of the map, right?
Yeah. Yes, we can. We can understand.
This is something important. Or I think if you're going to play 2-on-2, something faster, bro. Let's play the game, right? Don't be shy. Like, let's be a little bit more aggressive. Let's get the checkers, get the talk, horse door, etc. Remember, guys, operator's name. Talk about the operator's name right there, right? We need so much about that so guys can track.
Sobre os bans, guys. Blix
These guys probably have like 20,000 hours.
Maverick, não tem mistério. Deixa eu ver o que mais precisa ser falado. Só isso, guys. Só botar fudendo, mano. Vocês estão bem demais. How many hours do you guys have? Big, mano.
How many hours do you guys have? I have no idea.
Round é round, guys. Jogo é a gente contra a gente, mano. Foda-se eles. Foda-se eles. Vocês estão muito concentrados, mano.
I only have 1,000 hours.
Tenho foco full, mano. Full time.
How many hours do you have?
Go. AR, no idea, bro. No idea, okay?
All combined on
Calm on the side of Furia and Redox for Wildcard. Lagunas had the children watching the teacher. They were all turning around, making sure to pay as much attention as possible.
With both console and PC, I have 2,000 hours.
A spot in the semi-final up for grabs here at the Esports World Cup, and what a result it would be if Furia make top 4. 4 months into
like
this roster being put
played
together.
on Xbox.
They're now just 4 rounds away on Defense Fortress on their map pick with a 7-2 record.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna
it's all set up for them. Wildcard, of course, a team with high expectations coming into this event. And while top 8 is nice for this particular roster,
Yo, AR, just watch.
1,200 hours.
AR, just watch the game. Listen to the broadcast, okay?
Second half on their attack. Leading the way has been Bay, but he needs a couple of troops to help him out.
Sorry, Mud.
As the bans come through, Kaid, Bandit, Blitz and Monty.
Wait, why'd they ban Monty?
And waiting, Cafeteria will be the first side choice for Furia. As we look back at some of the highlights.
It's a good ban.
Thank you.
It's far from an impossible position for Wildcard.
On Fortnite, I have 1,200 hours.
Alright, man. AR, that's cool. AR,
a little unsettling.
Calm down.
A little uncomfortable.
AR, do me a favor. Try and be quiet for 1 round. Just 1 round. Don't talk.
Okay, no, on Xbox I lied.
Once again go off to the
okay, AR, just try. Starting now. The whole round. Don't talk.
To go for double shield ban. Now, this is not something that Wildcard have typically been contested.
No, I'm attracting viewers.
When you look across at the
no,
operators
that's
that are
not.
against them,
They're not here to hear you talk. They're here to watch the game.
Glaz, the Dockerby, the Grim, and even Ace on one occasion. Those shields are typically left up.
Everyone's
so that's now going to force a pivot from
okay,
side
AR, I'm going to mute you for a round, right?
No, don't.
So it comes down to this second half now for Wildcard, facing elimination from the Esports World Cup, losing the first map, 7-2 on Consulate. That was their map pick. Fortress has been a little bit more even, a little bit more equal, but they started on defense.
Hey, DX, I muted him. DX, you don't gotta spam. You don't gotta spam. I muted him. All right, stop the spam, please.
Swapping mags. Wildcard can't play scared though. They can't play apprehensive. Can't allow these rounds to, come down the last 20, 30 seconds. Saw the pace that Furia brought both on Consulate and Fortress on their attacks.
Breaching here.
Yeah, big responsibility on Baby Shark and Bay in this round on the info gatherers, especially into the mute and the Mozzie combination here. Going to make Drain work a challenge for the attack. Showers focus early here, and the sense to cover the cross from main. So horizontal focus on the Hammam side of the map, and Spike is now taking control down the main hallway.
They could look to flank late as well, still outside of the map. Pop to that death mark early. It's Bobs though, that catches out a Blackbeard. At least the trade was swift from Adrian to hit the headshot. No gas babes employed for Furia. Baby Shark knows that box error is close inside of Infirmary. But dealing with him is going to prove to be a difficult ask, as Hurts able to catch out Adrian. Furia again looking in the better position. It feels as if almost most rounds have been that way. Bay caught in the hallway from Diaz. As he falls, maybe the hopes of Wildcard to fall with him. But Kenzen offers a reprieve. He must clutch along with Baby Shark.
Furia still have double nitro. They cannot afford to overpeak into the DMR. Patience required here from Furia. Discipline needed.
There's no ROUs remaining as well for Kenzen. They've all been expired. Good frag grenade, creates space to grab the kid, but Diaz gets rid of Baby Shark.
That was almost the clutch. That was almost the clutch. I was a good round from Furia. You sending the pack right now? That's good to hear, Hitman.
Well, you can't
I thought you were an M, though.
And the idea behind that attack by Wildcard, they look to play aggressive and confident, go for a direct hit, not wanting to concern themselves with the vert and the map clear and getting bogged down into the mute and the mozzie. And they got that control down main hallway. They got the Blackbeard into the objective, but then caught up close on shotgun. Furia not bleeding picks for throughout the tail end of that round. Served them well. Here is a look back at that flood from Wildcard and the devastation. As it didn't quite work out. Good job against the DMR late, not presenting opportunities there to Kansan. And Furia continued to be vocal on the stage. A 4-3 lead.
Relax. I'll meet you when I feel like it.
In a very compromised position.
Yeah, they are looking as if an exit from this tournament is not going to be too far away. Have to turn it around and do so quickly. Furia have been very dominant in this quarterfinal. A spot in the semi-final and a date with Dark Zero. Wouldn't that be a tantalizing matchup? Especially with the way that Furia are playing today.
Yeah, they've really come alive this afternoon. But we have to reiterate again, the job is not done. Wildcard are a quality outfit. They can bring this back. But they need to find another level, need to find that additional gear, refine that execution. Try and build a bit more confidence now into this second half on the attack, where they need to be the ones to dictate how these rounds are played and show initiative. Early Nitro rip from Herds over towards Old Tower, so Wildcard will need to be careful if they do progress on that portion of the map. It's Beta Drone currently. Oh, sorry, he's actually on the opposing side, getting a little lost there. On the side where the diffuser is currently situated, Spiker on the Deimos, so he'll complement the Dokkaebi well in this round for a bit of info gather potential. Baby Shark's in a creep position. Central stairs, can he make a play?
What's Bay that's taken low, got the kill onto Box Zero. But it's one and done for Bay. But the star player of Wildcard now entrusts the rest of the troops to do the job for him. And to be another round for Furia where they won't be able to play into the gas space of the smoke. Fine margins.
Reloading.
2 death marks remaining still for Spiker to gain some more information for Wildcard. And the pace has slowed a little bit in this 8th round. Target payload call on to Diaz. Loira made his call before. Diaz will do the same. And he's on death mark. Over towards Bathroom. Has one of the 2 Nitrosols still remaining for Furia. Kansan swings, doesn't find anything. Volps has gone down. Adrian in a good position to finish that off. Kansan though caught by Diaz up close. Baby Shark unable to find a trade. Volps still down on the floor, but he's been brought back up. 3 low health members for Furia. And at the doorway, Diaz then able to get rid of Spiker. Adrian falls. Baby Shark too. Well, it's not happening for Wildcard, is it?
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what you're saying, bro.
The Panthers are pouncing here at the Esports World Cup. 5-3 lead. 2 rounds away from a semi-final appearance.
Back time out?
Hello.
Yeah.
Let's be.
We can hear. Oh, no, we can't hear.
Can't hear. Can't hear.
He's not talking.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go.
From now on, it's starting right now. Can I speak right now? Guys, just this right here, okay? Let's play more for the clear instead of setting beginning the match right there, right? But one thing, let's use third and let's deal against the mirror.
Wait,
let's
what, Tim?
each match in the compositions. Chacon just
What's up,
closer
Tim?
to
That's
the
my
composition.
favorite
He's
channel.
muted right there. And,
He's muted.
In order to... He can't even hear. He can't hear.
I'm getting muted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting muted like 3 times in a row. I didn't touch my keyboard a single time. I don't know why. What is happening? Like, yeah, like right now it's fine, but like even on the last timeout, I don't know. Like I got unmuted, muted. I can hear now.
Well, looks like some issues, obviously, with the timeout for Wildcard, but Lagonis will get to speak to the troops. He will finally be able to have this timeout. We have, of course, paused to make sure that they get the allotted amount of time. Down 5-3. Final tactical timeout. And honestly, though, guys, at this point, everything up until this point says Furia will go on and win this and close it out here and now on this map of Fortress. One last message from Lagonis. One last chance for Wildcard. They need to find some momentum. They've had none of it in this series.
No, they certainly haven't. Tech pause called, so we'll prolong the break. It hasn't been a lack of trying from the side of Wildcard. I think they've shown pretty good initiative over the course of this second half. Unfortunately, the execution, it's just falling short of the mark right now. Furia, they're pumped up. Confidence has been flowing over the course of this best of 3 so far. And what a statement it would be for these boys to go 2-0 against Wildcard. It would be one hell of a game against DZ. Maybe one that is a little trickier to call than what may appear on the surface.
Well, the Furia fans in the crowd making a lot of noise as
well.
AR,
you muted somebody,
that their team is 2 rounds away from a semi-final appearance against Dark Zero in a couple of days' time. Of course, a reminder, of course, tomorrow will be the other 2 quarterfinal games. Unfortunately, the way that I kind of look at this series, the gunfighting has just been so one-sided. You can have all the strategy in the world, the way that you want to play, the positions you want to be in. But in terms of raw shooting mechanics, Fury have just been so much better. Always in good trade positions, able to usually find that first kill when the flurry of kills are going on, then keeping themselves in the better position. So pause is done, timeout has expired, and Wildcard are facing elimination. And not just facing elimination, but getting absolutely beaten up. 7-2 on Consulate. Their map pick almost now looking like it could be 7-3 as well on Fortress. For a team that many thought could go and win the entire event.
And with good reason, a strong performance in the NAL. They've consistently been right up there at international events for the last 12, 18 months.
5 seconds to insertion.
As I think I said during map number 1, as the events have progressed, the amount of doubters for Wildcard have diminished and diminished. But unfortunately today, struggling to connect those dots. It's not job done though for Furia. Getting across the finish line can sometimes be the hardest part of a game of Siege. So we'll see how they go about converting.
19-9, by the way, for Loira in the series across both maps. 16-10 for Hertz, 16-7 for Diaz. The only player positive is 16-14 Bay. It's been a very dominating performance. Bay, toe in the fire, takes a bit of damage and falls back from looking for an early creep down the hallway. Takes a battle against Loira towards top main, but where are the rest of the players for Wildcard?
He is cut off. Baby Shark showers. If Loira gets forced out or pushes down, it's a kill for Wildcard. You would have to think.
You would have to imagine Baby Shark should find this kill, and he does. Lovely headshot. And then to swing onto Volps is so clean. Maybe that's what Wildcard need. Get Baby Shark involved and hope he can find some momentum.
That's better. Some life for Wildcard to now tap into. Furia will now activate, they'll aggress, they'll look to play make for the remainder of this round. They will not turtle.
Oh! Kenton wins out
Did he
the battle
whiff?
against Boxera. And out of the tactical timeout, even with some audio issues, it seems like Wildcard have responded to Lagonis. But Diaz keeps the round intriguing as he finds the kill onto Baby Shark. Still has some gas babes, still control around Dorm's games, where Canton, big swing at the breach, finds a critical kill to make sure that Furia can't do anything crazy in this 9th round. Diaz in a 1v4, as Wildcard should find their 4th round. And first, on the attack.
Oh, Diaz is cut off. He will not be able to deny this plant, nor get back to the site. This has been a huge round for Wildcard.
Diaz, of course, not going to give up on it, but now he's got no chance. And maybe there
Good tag
is still
timeout
a
from
chance for
Lagunas,
Wildcard.
the coach.
First round, had they been able to win on their attack in this second half. And boy, has it come at a good time. Into the bands.
Into the bands we go. And look, full credit and respect to Wildcard. Given the frustrations facing them in terms of the scoreline and tech gremlins aside, they've been able to push that out of mind and produce a really solid round of Siege. They put Baby Shark in that playmaking position. He produced the double. And if they can tap into that maybe just a little bit more and relieve the load of the likes of Bay, Wildcard might be able to fight back into this round.
Well, it's the second kill. It's this one here. The first one we kind of thought would maybe be a given, but then the swing onto Volps.
Dark Zero one.
For Boxera to try and snuff out the attack. 4 alive as well. That's a really clean round for Wildcard. So the Blackbeard and the Mute will be banned away. Mute played once back on Waiting Cafe in the 7th round. Blackbeard's been played twice from Spike Up.
Full shield ban.
Yeah, Wildcard
crazy.
won't want to contend with the Mute Mozzie combo. It also means that they will have a little bit more freedom on the Deimos, less counterplay on offer for Furia, unless they elect to go the 2-barrel route. Triple shield as well, so
yeah,
Furia
AR, you're not getting unmuted, bro.
Commit. The dynamic on this particular side of the tertiary has been very interesting between both teams. How much emphasis on the horizontal versus the vert, where they want to situate themselves early, mid, late round. It's only been the more dynamic site between the 3 here on Fortress.
AR, don't mute. Come on.
1 and 7 for Spike Up. But I don't think he cares too much about his own personal KDA. They just want round wins. That's all that matters. Double Nitrocell brought into the round for Furia through Herds and Diaz. Again, with that shield bed, no shields for Wildcard. Unless they wanted to bring the fuse, which they don't. And Boxera, though, on to Spike Up, but a good trade from Bay. They'll bring the aggression here in the 10th round. Flooding towards Infirmary. Up close shotgun. Bay's not ready for a shot in the back. Devastating blow for Wildcard as then Adrian will fall and Baby Shark Kansan low on health.
Wow.
There goes Kansan, and there goes maybe the hope for Wildcard at the EWC. Baby Shark 1v4, low health, and even he would know it would take an all-time play to win this round. But there's one. And with every all-time play, it starts with 1.
2 scans, 2 nades, a DMR, anything is possible.
Anything and everything. A hope and a prayer for Baby Shark.
Oh.
It's the second one onto Loira.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no shot, no shot,
Can
no
he
shot,
make
no
his
shot.
moment spots? The mirror knows there's one maybe at the door. Oh, the timing, it's impeccable. He looks away from what could have
AR,
been
you're not muting
maybe
anybody.
another 1v1, but Furia don't keep feeding him the ones. He's grabbed the kids.
Where can he plant?
And he's gotten away. Round is alive. He's got a minute. But probably needs to keep
Oh, he almost had it. He almost had it. That's crazy.
Tournament. A decent effort from Baby Shark, but it's now Furia who have got 2 match and series points.
Oh, so close. What a clutch it could have been, but ultimately not to be. And maybe this will be marked as a tournament for Wildcard that just wasn't meant to be. As we look back at the previous round, the tempo and the pace, like a large portion of this series, explosive in the first minute. Furia fought themselves an early advantage, and whilst a couple of picks did get isolated there in the clutch attempt, good enough with the mirror to play off another piece of utility, and was still a pretty confident closeout from Furia.
Well, it should never come down to one player in a 1v4, but had Baby Shark won that round, we're looking at 5-5, all the momentum. Not to be, but he gave it a good effort. Wildcard cannot lose hope. 2 rounds, it's not insurmountable. It's not impossible.
10 seconds remaining.
In fact, Furia won 2 attacking rounds to close the first half. Wildcard now need to do that to close the second and get this to overtime.
It was Keezy, but I extended it.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
They have to throw everything into this. There is no second chance. There are no lower brackets.
All right, because you keep on trolling. I need you to stop trolling.
Wildcard are on the brink of elimination. And the quarterfinals? Not even semi-final, let alone grand final.
Yo, Keezy, thank you for calling. Yo, AR, you are trolling, bro.
Will be critical. Necessary, probably, for wildcard. Only one Nitrocell in the round for Furia. Command bathroom is the site.
Yeah, they look to draw a little bit of initial pressure Dorm's side, but it's not a full commit from Wildcard, at least not yet. Shock drones in play for Baby Shark. First fight elsewhere. That'd be great counterplay onto the Goyo and the Thorn. Never mind the catch as well, even the Grismot mines. So Baby Shark will be crucial in this round.
Oh, Baby Shark, though, has to also be a little bit cautious. Bay close by behind. Volps, by the way, is down. They're crawling on over to Loira at the doorway. Loira shoots out the drone. Herds went to try and cut them off. And Cancer found the angle. Two more go the way of Wildcard. We haven't seen them do much of this in this series. But this may even be flawless to set up what could be a dramatic finish in regulation. The Wildcard crowd is starting to get on their feet. Diaz will not get a kill. All 12 rounds are needed on Fortress. Wildcard will not go silently into that dark night.
They're digging deep. They're digging very deep right now. And they silence Furia for the first time.
Come from?
I don't know. But it's great to see. Able to steamroll that round.
Not a lot of history in the series to suggest that was something they were capable of, and yet they pull it out of their pocket. Have they got one more in them? No. That's the question. We saw the heartbreak in the previous series for Weibo Gaming, losing in this 5-6 position. Still must win for Wildcard. For the North American to outfit, they have to still win this round. It's not job done. As clean as that was, irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. If you lose this, you are out. It's the same mindset, the same philosophy. Throwing everything you got into this round. Furia on the flip side, they'd love to just finish this here and now. They don't want to go to a third bout, let alone overtime. They want to book their place into a semi-final.
So which team can rise to the occasion
life lesson
and
here.
subside the
Gotta
pressure that is beginning to overflow? Command bathroom. Typical site here on Fortress. Wildcard will dictate if it's a full map clear.
Yeah, no
I mean, this is again.
He's got to grow up. He's still young. He's still young. Who won on consoles for you? In
this era, do you see teams go back-to-back site? Furia feeling like, well, we got flawless. They can't be worse than that.
The Wildcard then go for the same approach.
Double down, same play.
Yeah, score finals. Yep. Whoever wins this goes to semis.
Same lineup. Oh, Herzog catches Bay. But right now, it feels like maybe Baby Shark to be the hometown hero. Huge opening kill for Furia.
If they win this series, yeah. If they win this series, they go to semis.
Many in the last few rounds. 3-1 split in favor of Wildcard over the previous 4. But now without Bay, no death marks, less pressure to be able to apply to the defense. 1 minute down, 2 to go.
Yeah, they are starting to take some space, but the Deathmark late can be so useful in layering pressure from range. Wildcard lose that tool, and a player down also makes the trade game a challenge. Herds still first floor, but known to Spiker.
They need to find this kill onto Herds. Everyone else towards site. Can they open up a bit of a gap? Nitrocell thrown to create an opening for Herds. Feels as if he's being hunted. Adrian on the move. Herds, if he gets at least one, that's job done. They need to kill him cleanly, but he's got the angle. Spiker goes down and no imminent trade. He'll get another 1v1.
Oh, the pre-fire is almost there.
At the doorway. Oh, big heal from Kanza. Needed that one desperately. But how much damage is that already applied now to Wildcard? No Solid Snake, no Deimos. But still hope heading into
no
the
shot, you're
minute.
catching someone there.
Can't forget to go and re-grab that kit. Dropped earlier from Spiker's death. Diaz ready to pop that Vulcan canister. Can't help but feel Wildcard are going to be low on time.
Fury have so much good peel util, and double smoke still up for Box Zero.
Love this angle for Adrian, but gets a live drone. Needs to be careful, knows there's one to the right side hallway, one in towards the side as well. Inside a bathroom, clears out Loira, pushes forward, knowing he was maybe going to get swung from bathroom. Needs to be careful with his back turn. Box Zero could swing at any moment. Now going for the plant, his Baby Shark. Kansan's got the cover. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Bomb down, or bomb isn't actually down. Oh my gosh, Adrian's actually saving it. 1v2.
As Adrian goes for the plant. This time, Kansan, you must cover. You cannot let him die.
Wow. Yo, I thought Furia had this, bro. I thought Furia had that. No shot. No shot. And else been getting Fortress ability. No, I haven't, Massey.
Just when it felt like wild card, we're down and out.
Bro, I thought Furia had that. With herds lurking.
This overtime for Wildcard. It's not as
they
if
sell
they're
it?
just home yet.
No.
But they've got themselves
Laura had no idea Ash just snuck in, you know.
as the crowd is starting to cheer them on. Furia. I thought they had this in the bag.
It's not because of Bay.
Well, the start of
Bay
the
got
round,
first
wild
pick.
card was poor.
It was a 5v3.
Herd's got 2 picks uncontested. But the push through from Adrian, who found the timing, was perfect. But then Volps straight up denies the plant.
Yeah.
And it felt like that was job done.
The Kansan made amends.
And Adrian found another massive pick. Kansan, as you mentioned, was able to withstand the pressure.
I feel like 4 times in a row. Yeah, I hate Village. But yeah, I haven't gotten.
2 rounds.
I always root against the Brazilians just because they run siege.
looked a little bit stressed.
Damn, really? Okay.
So overtime is required.
Okay, Rage.
And Furia go waiting cafe.
Not won by Wildcard on their attack. In fact, waiting room cafe as a site. The only time it was one on the attack all the way back in the opening round from Furia, and that set the tone early until
No, Rage,
Wildcard
I get it.
was able to get
It's like
3
me
straight
with
from their Fury, then
Mahomes
got 4 straight.
and the Chiefs.
And now in the last 4 rounds, it's 3-1 split in favor of Wildcard. It's been a game of momentum here on Fortress. Back and forth. Will the pendulum swing once again? Or can Wildcard hold that momentum through in overtime?
Fair play to Wildcard. To be able to tap into that belief.
Hard to believe Fury they haven't got a single player with double digits. Wildcard's got 3, almost 4.
This has been one hell of a map so far. How many more rounds required to close it? Early peppering over towards Hammam side on this first floor as Wildcard initially committing to the horizontal clear. Solid snake.
That is right, Rage. Whoever wins this
good info that can then be relayed
plays
to the rest
DZ
of the team.
tomorrow.
And as we saw in the previous round, the opening kill hasn't really been that high of a conversion rate here on Fortress. It's not the be and all. You'd still like it. We're on the move towards dining as Adrian's just able to creep on
Or
up,
not
get a
tomorrow.
little close, but don't swing that doorway just yet. Oh!
Friday.
Loira dies to Baby Shark. Halfway through this round, and Wildcard now with the player advantage. Furia looking to shut up shop and just fall back, play sight, and go defensive mode.
It might work. Double Nitro, triple smoke still up, and the keeper barriers from Box Zero in pocket. He can fortify his position.
We haven't seen a lot of Nitro kills, although as I say it,
I forgot
might
today
just
was
put the
Wednesday.
balls on it.
I look, you did. I thought it was Thursday for some reason.
3 gas pipes, as you said, still 2 keeper barriers for Box Zero. It's gone a little quiet the last half or so. Spiker, just the 1 kill. Could he look to double his kills? To start overtime, still a lot of time remaining for Wildcard, and they find an angle onto Herds, starting to surround the site. Oh, they're flowing
Promo, that's Bay right there. That's Bay on the snake. Oh my gosh, Wildcard making a comeback here. Wow. This is going to map 3.
3 straight rounds for Wildcard sees them take a 7-6 lead and map point. Furia had the semi-finals in their grasp, but maybe have let it slip.
Bro, Furia is selling so hard. You're right.
on Fortress. Great little pop flash there at the start of the round. Lawyer forced to swing, got caught, and then the rest of the defense just utterly overwhelmed. The F2s have been devastating from Wildcard so far. They are feeding off this energy.
And they go defense now as well, looking to close this out. But funnily enough, in the last 5 rounds, it's a 4-1 split in favor of the attack. That's, of course, of what Wildcard did. Don't forget, Furia won 3 attacks themselves back in the first half. They can attack. And if you think
it's not over. You're right. It's not.
Consulate Fortress, Fury's attacking ferocity.
You're right. Still got some rounds to play.
To the lead that they had and the 2 match points that they had, but no longer do they have that. Instead now, it's map point Wildcard. They'll get 2 chances to close this out and send us to Cafe.
I just like to point out, Volps has 10 assists, bro.
The contingent of Furia fans
think Wildcard wins this. I think Furia wins this, and then we go to OT. OT match point.
Baby Shark with strong support here. And his home
Chip,
event.
thank you for the follow.
If this goes Cafe, Wildcard's got all the momentum. Fury need to win this right here, right now.
Yep.
They need to win the next 2.
Bro,
Baby Shark
what?
dies reinforcing
What?
late.
What is he doing?
He takes a significant amount of damage, which the irony is that Wall's just going to get opened up immediately anyway. It was all for nothing.
Oh, he plays the tuck. Baby Shark commits to
that's got to be droned out. That is a really, really aggressive position. And Adrian taking a half as well.
This is one and done. He does not get out of this position without a contest. Surely not.
Bolts on over. I think he's ready for a drone to come through the breach.
Maybe he does catch the timing.
By the way, he's got the only Nitrocell available for Wildcard and playing the Warden.
Why would he do that? Hey, I'm guessing he was trying to go for some sort of spompy run out.
Some flashes available for Furia in this round.
Did escape.
You've got to get Baby Shark back to site. Keep him safe.
Loading new mag.
Because Adrian's also quite low. You lose 2 early here. We know what Fury can do on the attack. They've shown us across both maps. They can be absolutely brutal. Junker payload onto Baby Shark. He can't really afford to eat this call. He surely has to enter
he does.
this.
He loves all of us.
Finds a safe position inside a kitchen. And indeed will answer the call, but at the same time it's Herds that finds a pick outside the window onto Kansan. Another opening kill for Furia.
And they have so much utility. Look at the player cards of Furia. Stack of Candelas, a bunch of flashes. They are not short of projectiles here.
And that's why they need to keep Baby Shark alive.
Yeah.
Absolutely important. On the Warden that he stays up.
Yo, AR, stop typing that, bro. Come on now. Emperor, thank you for calling in.
60 seconds. Next fight feels like the big one. Bay towards Old Tower.
Live drone.
Thinking about staying and contesting. Boxera's on the move as well through dorms, now heading towards games. Bay still electing to stay top of Old Tower.
Baby Shark gets a pick on Herds.
Boxera's making his move as well. And it is though Diaz to fall. Boxera's got to keep pushing in behind, backfill the position that Bay was holding. Volps stuck out in the hallway.
No.
There is Boxera that's made that move. From top floor down the stairs. Finds a crucial kill onto Baby Shark. These Candelas can be lethal. Spiker to fall as well. Furia making it happen as they get rid of Adrian. He's the only one left. The superstar, the top player at this event up until today, but will not get the space to win
if I see you in here more, you got it, man.
Get us to all 15
Tyler, thank you for sharing the live.
It is once again match.
Being shotgun is used a lot in Pro League.
But also still map point for Wildcard. Which will it be?
DX, thank you for the follow, man.
Will the Panthers get to that semi-final, or do we go to Cafe?
Flip a coin. It feels like a coin.
Calcut, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you.
Baby Shark almost caught at the start of the round.
Oh, this is a crazy game, dude.
The Fenrir utility was so devastating in the latter portion of that round for Furia, but still they're able to forge a path towards that objective and prevent any attempt in denying the plant. Really good resilience in that round from Furia. And all comes down to the 15th.
4 straight attacking rounds on Fortress up until this point. It has been at a 63 defensive win rate. The highest at the Esports World Cup from 9 maps played as well. 106 rounds, the second most, only behind Nighthaven Labs. And yes, it's been that defender-sided. But 4 straight attacking rounds gives some semblance of hope for wildcard fans. As you said, at this point, flip a coin. It's been all attack. So maybe you want to be on attack. But as we go to command and bathroom, what are the odds, Guz, that Furia lose this site but a 3rd straight time on defense? Because that's what happened to close regulation. Wildcard need to win this site
am I champ?
again.
Yeah, I'm a champ player.
This time they also drop 2 operators, the Twitch and the Ash, and they bring the Dockerbee and the Grim.
Yeah, they commit to so much information. 4-pronged here on the attack.
There were mine brought this time as well instead of the Thorn for Furia. Those are the main changes from the last time we saw this site back in round 12.
It's going to be interesting to analyze across this round how effective the info gather will be for Wildcard. It's a large reason as to why that mute ban was expected to be effective, and it has for the most part, but they go for essentially the full commit.
Oh, careful.
Follow.
Adrian entry off the yellow ping. Moira just poking his head down that first floor hallway. Keeping control towards main stairs.
Yeah, he'll be in a position to poke for Jones, but then can rotate back towards site late. Don't assume Loira will be too aggressive when peeking for a moment, but now forced back. Triple radar there onto Loira, Volps, and Herds on the second floor extend.
In the last 6 rounds, the opening kill conversion has been 5-1. So it has started to have an impact. That first kill has had a big say towards the end of this map. And we're nearing the end. Halfway through this final round. Herds, Nitrocell, nothing. Still holding this bathroom mirror window. With Wildcard positioned ever so close. Eats the Jugger payload call. First point of contact is going to be a crucial battle in this final round of Fortress.
Ace has no more aces to clear the mirror.
Still though, a lot of plant denial available for Furia. Final 60 seconds of the round, and Adrian pivots for the pinch split here. Wildcard goes for the risk.
It's been a very fast-paced Fortress, but this one may follow the script a little slower. More damage on the box Zera from the Jugger payload. On the Bees as well. Bob sitting towards Museum. Off-angle position, could flank late. It's the opening kill to Bay. Volts will make his move and got the kill onto Adrian. And as Bay falls,
that timing's terrible.
Spike has only got 1 kill. He's going to need a few more. They've got 27 seconds.
They look to combine, but this is such a tricky position for Wildcard.
Furia can play side. They can play the time. It's up to Kansan and Spiker to push here and now. The EWC fate is on the line, and the Spiker falls. Only Kansan to remain. GG call from Volps. They're confident. They know they've got this. A semi-final appearance at the Esports World Cup.
Wow. Look at that. GG, man. GG. No one. I'm gonna tell you what. Everyone saw the map picks. Everyone saw Consulate and Fortress and said that was a 2-0 for Wildcard. Wow. Spiker was 1-11. 1-11.
We haven't quite seen
wow.
Commiserations for Wildcard. They fought bravely.
Amazing game from Furia.
They did not give up. They didn't wave that white flag. 6-4 down to then win 4 rounds straight.
I jinxed it. Maybe I did, bro. Maybe I did.
It's obviously disappointing.
But I mean,
so it's 3 rounds straight,
coming from like a 7-2 on their map pick.
Fans would have thought it was happening.
I play PC mainly, but sometimes I'll hop on console.
Where to for them? Well, the semi-final appearance in
2
days'
they were
time
Fury level.
Dark Zero.
I just think this Fury roster with Loira is just different.
I didn't anticipate Furia to win this matchup. Never mind in a 2-0. DZ will have a clear target on their backs. Furia go into that matchup with huge upset potential.
It's certainly not going to be
another game now. The next 2 games are tomorrow.
What they showed today, Consulate, complete domination. Fortress, bringing so much attacking flair to a map that is so defender-sided.
Go spam that in like Mingo or Libo or Richie's chat, you know? Keep on thinking about it.
Unfortunately for Wildcard, they end this event.
No, AR, I'm hopping off. I got dinner with. I have family in town.
Got to them. It's a lot easier
And I gotta go
when
work
you're
out,
the
you know.
up-and-coming
Can't be a fat
underdog.
chub
It's a lot
forever, you
harder
know.
when you are
So actually,
expected to
with
go
that,
deep.
I'll see everybody. Thank you guys for coming out.
Oh, we have
God bless you all, and hope you guys.